Our topic is
We have a topic?
decade in games.
Games, more games.
I was trying to do an echo. My bad. Ah, yes. What do you get when you mix a bunch of friends, video games, and some booze? You get the Level 857 Video Game Podcast.
That is correct.
That's right. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Yes, that's right. We're back again, and we are your hosts, Alg857.
The 20th
Sticks.
Turbo 857.
And your boy Big Chuck, what up?
That's right. That's right. And as usual, we're going to talk about the games we've been playing for the last week. But before we even do that, we got a little champagne over here.
We got a little bit of the bubbly.
Cheers to everybody. This is the first podcast of the year 2020.
Cheers.
I stretch over, but I might
right.
spill it
Yeah,
all
I
over
don't
the
wanna
thing.
spill.
So
Happy
Spill
New
this
Year.
over
Cheers.
our
Happy
equipment
New
here.
cheers.
Cheers to everybody out there.
Everyone's listening to
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
Yo, this
God.
is that. Oh, this is that. Oh, this goes down too smooth.
Oh,
This
that's
might be dangerous.
tasty.
Oh, yeah.
boy.
That'll be gone in a second.
This is gonna be done.
Oh, my God. I'm drunk. I'm drunk.
Can you imagine? God, I'm so shit-faced right about now.
It's a tasted beverage.
Yes.
Very good. Very good.
But like I said before, we're going to start off by talking about the games we've been playing for the week. And then actually, this is, 2 weeks now? Because we had a bit of a
Little
week off there.
holiday break.
Yeah.
Little holiday break
It was
there.
Christmas.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas to
Sure.
everybody else.
Merry Christmas. And speaking of Christmas, Chuck, I got
Oh,
you a
yeah,
gift,
yeah, yeah,
and you
yeah.
never opened it, man.
I just got it 10 minutes ago.
Shame on you for waiting 10 minutes.
Yeah, man. Ha! Yeah, yeah, there you go.
Is he a little
Oh, he
aggressive?
opened it. Oh, yeah, there you go.
Aggressive. Ah, he's aggressive.
Open up like a rabid dog.
What do you guys out there think it is?
It's a t-shirt.
It's a box.
It's a T-shirt. What kind of shirt do you think this
I'll
is?
pick this up later.
The
What
tank
kind
top.
of shirt you think this is?
It's a tank top. Nah, that's just lingerie. You got some lingerie.
I taped it up real
You
good.
got some Halo lingerie.
I taped it up real good. Look at that.
Halo booty shorts.
You can't get it.
Damn, you ripping it
Are
like
you serious right
Yeah, keep looking.
now? Dude!
Yeah, son.
Oh, no. No. No, this is not what I think it is.
Yes, it is.
I know exactly what this is. I thought it was Resident Evil. This is good.
Nah.
He got
This is good.
Doom.
He was scared out of his mind.
This is good. I was like, no, man.
Please don't let it
I
be
was
Resident
like,
Evil 2
don't
remake.
be Resident Evil. Please.
Yeah.
Please don't be. Thank you so
hilarious.
much. I appreciate
No
it.
worries, man. Enjoy. That's a game that's a must play, especially for you, man. I know you enjoy it.
I'll play it.
Since you like first-person shooters.
I'm gonna whoop it up. Okay.
But yeah, let's go ahead and I guess who'd like to start? We're gonna talk about the games we've been
You know what?
playing.
I'll start because I'm only playing one right now.
Okay.
Actually, wait, am I playing one? Yeah, I'm only playing one because we haven't played Door Kickers in a minute. Yeah, we haven't messed with the Marvel yet. And yeah, so I'm just playing Days Gone. Days
Okay.
Gone right now. I thought I was
Still playing.
done. I thought I was done.
Still playing it.
I thought I was done. And that the story just, and the funny thing is, you know when you're playing a long game and you're like, can this shit just end already? It isn't like that. It's like, I gotta really, like, the fact, when I found out it was continuing, I said, yo, the story is so compelling, the voice acting is so good, that I'm like, yo, this is really awesome, and I kind of am enjoying every moment of this game, and the fact that, you know, it really doesn't get any attention because of Last of Us. Because Last of Us is like polished, it's got the dope voice acting, it's a fun game to play. This gets nothing. They give it no credit whatsoever, and it's really an incredible game. And you know it's good when you start feeling a certain way about it. Remember, Jay came downstairs the other day during some crazy shit. I was watching like, yo, this is like a moment. I'm like, this is it really brings you into the main character, what he's going through and stuff like that. And it's the fact that, shout out to Victor Lucas, who actually gave this game a lot of credit, because no one gave it credit. They gave it 6s, they gave it 6.5s.
Right.
And the beginning gripes that I had with the game in the first 15 minutes went away completely.
Really?
You know what?
Yeah.
All the negative reviews or the average reviews that he got was because of when the game was first released. You're playing this like
Way later.
like a year later.
They fixed
And
a
when
lot of the bugs.
yeah, there was a ton of bugs when this was released, so they definitely patched a lot of that shit. So you're playing the good version
I
of it.
still have experienced some bugs too.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
shit.
recorded
That's
one and I showed it to Jay. This shit was hilarious.
Oh man, nothing game breaking though. Right?
No, it's
Okay.
just some
silly
henchman that was in the floor.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to kill him, but he was in the floor running, and I shot him in the head, and he fell under the floor.
Wow.
So I mean, that shit makes me laugh.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
hold it against the game, but if
Yeah.
that shit happened all the time,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'd be like, all right, fix your shit, kind of like 2K20's disaster with wrestling game. But
Or remember when you first fired it up, and there was something wrong with the internet or whatever,
oh yeah, it kept.
and you had to download.
I had to download
an
the update. Yeah, same part.
Yeah.
It went a little bit further, and
Yep.
it stopped. And I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm getting angry at this fucking game. I'm like, this
That's
is pissing
that's
me
why
off.
people were reviewing it bad
Yeah.
though, because of that.
But the thing is, it gives me that feeling like I don't know how this is gonna end, and it excites me. I want to know what happens at the end. How does this all end? And will there be, is it gonna be open ended where it could be a sequel? I don't know, but it's such a incredible character development. Gameplay's awesome.
It's got a movie quality about it.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, Last of Us is beyond polished, so that's it has that over it. But this is really fucking awesome.
From what I've seen, the acting looks really good.
It's top notch.
It's like on par with
top notch
Last
acting.
of Us.
Top notch
type of
acting. And the hordes are terrifying. They're fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
Jay was watching one of those fucking. Oh, dude,
Look like piranhas in the fucking tank.
the way they do it, because State of Decay 2, their hordes are like 10.
Yeah.
This is like 50, 60.
Oh no, that was over 100,
Wow.
easy.
Yeah,
The one
that
that you
one.
saw, yeah.
That one. Because
Well-
most of the hordes are like 40 to 50. The one you saw at the barn.
I saw the trailer. What happened on the first time they showed this game when they had a ton of zombies chasing you? It
It
was
was that
like
scene.
and it was the exact same scene, and it was overwhelming.
It makes you shit yourself. Not to continue talking about this game, but there was a spot that I just played before we even started, and you have to take out a marauder.
Spoiler.
Camp.
Let me stop.
Yeah. There's many like camps you gotta take out with like thieves and shit, and you have to kill 15 of them. I blew my cover by an accident, so I'm like, shit, killed 3 of them. All of a sudden, a horde pops out of nowhere. I said, holy shit, they wiped out all of those guys. I just ran for my life. They killed every one of them. I said, yo, that is insane. They said, they were dead in seconds. They're trying to shoot. They can't do shit.
What about the guy you're supposed to follow and and the horde came out? You're like, I can't follow this guy, and then you found him later while you were running. He was a corpse with snow on him and
That's
everything.
hilarious.
Yo, there was
I wonder where he went.
there was
Dead.
like I had to like find this guy. Like, oh, you have to find him and kill him. And the guy's like, oh, leave me alone, something. You see him running. I'm like, all right, he's fucking running. A horde came. I said, I'm not chasing him.
Wow.
And I dodged the horde or whatever. I came by his body later. I don't even know. Like, it was ridiculous.
God.
But that game is.
Wow.
No, people need to mess with this game. Like, I'm going to keep talking about this game because it's really incredible. But that's all I'm playing right now. I haven't had time to go to Smash Brothers Ultimate. I have to because there's some tournament thing going on this month. And I got to get my skills back, and I got to start whooping these people online because they don't deserve.
So you were so shocked that your hair went straight. I'd assume.
When I saw
Because for people viewing this, you have to
Yeah.
explain what the hell is
Yeah.
going on.
I,
Sideshow
I,
Bob.
I straightened my hair for the podcast, just
Put
for the
your
podcast.
finger in an electric socket. and just went.
So it looks like I got struck by lightning or I got electrocuted, but
It looked like he was trying to turn Super Saiyan and failed miserably.
Yeah.
it's just like
Sad Super Saiyan.
a drunk, a sad drunk Super Saiyan.
Super playing.
I'm a super player. I actually thought of an idea of having a fan behind me so the hair can just move the whole entire podcast.
Awful.
Wow.
That shit would not move.
We
No,
should cut a.
Wow.
The back would
Yeah.
be like this.
We need to cut a
And that's
promo
it, yeah.
for that with that.
Wow.
But
That's
yeah,
it though,
That's
right?
all I'm playing. That's all I'm
That's
playing right now.
You should spike it up.
I guess I'll go next because I'm only playing. I'm only playing 3 games.
Only.
Got only 3 games. I know, right? Sounds like a first world problems. Fucking Tetris 99, of course. Playing that every day. I do the daily challenges. There's 4 challenges that you have to do, 2 online, and then the other 2 offline. But recently, actually 2 days ago, I should say, I reached the point where I played Tetris 99, and I'm thinking to myself, wow, I'm taking people out pretty fast. I'm in the zone right now. This is good. I see my ranks going up. Top 10. I'm like, all right, I'm usually in the top 10, so I'm like, okay, but I'm in a good spot right now because I got the board is low. I'm like, yo, this is awesome. All right, cool. 5th place, okay. I'm still in the game. Next thing you know, I take out the 4th place guy, KO'd him, KO'd the 3rd place guy. I'm 2nd place. Now it's me and the 1st place guy left. We duked it out. 7 minutes.
Jesus.
Straight. This guy was not letting up.
Were you sweating?
I was like, my hands were like cramped up, dude. I was like, and of course, like a fucking. What the hell's going on over here? Oh, okay. We're pouring. Oh, we're pouring some shit.
Of bubbly.
Actually, can you top this off here?
No, I gotta wait for the guys who have.
Oh, fuck them. Let me start.
Damn.
No, I'm joking. No, man, but I got KO'd at the end, and I got 2nd place, which is actually I'm happy that I got 2nd place.
That sucks when you make it that far and
But
like you're
I
fucking going back and forth.
I wanted it bad. I guess he wanted it more. Whatever.
Nah, it was a robot.
Yeah, probably. I hope it was.
It was a bot chilling.
Because, man, that was like an endurance test that I've never fucking been in before.
1-on-1, yeah, those
shit was
those
fucking
get crazy.
I'm like, throw a Tetris. Nothing. Throw a Tetris. Oh, and another thing, too.
I would have screamed.
The way I lost was foul because I had a Tetris set up, and my next piece was a line piece, and he KO'd me right before I could even fucking get that piece. I was like, that is the most
That's
fucking
annoying.
foul shit ever.
That's like, man.
Jeez.
Also, I'm playing War Groove. Awesome freaking game. I'm doing the campaign. I think I have a few battles left to beating the game.
Getting used to it.
It's awesome, man.
Getting used to it.
There's so much shit you could do in it. It's Advance Wars basically. It's Advance Wars, medieval Advance Wars. Like
Pretty
a
much.
Fire Emblem version. If Fire Emblem was an Advance Wars type of gameplay, that's what it is, and it's awesome. I love it, love it, love it, love it. Can't wait to do the co-op.
We're gonna get it going.
That's gonna be
We're
fun.
gonna get it
man.
going.
That's gonna be real fun. And the other game I'm playing, which you guys probably don't know, I purchased Astral Chain on sale.
Oh, that's right. You were
wow.
talking to me.
Yeah,
about
yeah.
that.
I got the
Yeah.
physical copy of Astral Chain.
Someone finally has
and
played
I
Astral
started
Chain.
playing, and it's awesome. It is an awesome game. Takes a little bit getting used to playing it. There is a learning curve. It's not one of those types of games where you can pick up and play. You want to play it like Bayonetta because of the way the art style is. You want to, button mash, but you can't do that, man.
Really?
You can't do that. You have to learn how to play. And there's a long tutorial.
Won't be played.
And
Nah.
Damn.
And
Yeah,
I got
won't
up
be
to a
playing
part where it's very rewarding though. When you get to certain when you beat certain stages, you get certain abilities, and
You
I
change
just
your
got a new
combos.
ability today, and I was like, wow. I don't want to spoil it, so I'm not saying, but I was just like very surprised that like they don't keep it stale. Like it's and another thing too, which I like, they changed up, and this is not spoiling anything, but which actually surprised me though, is that it's not a straight up action game. It's actually is a very deep story.
Guess I won't be playing
And
that.
Oh, wow.
there's a very deep story, and also there's because you're in a police task force, you have to investigate and like search areas, and you use your powers or whatever to.
That sounds cool.
It's really cool.
Nice little change up.
It reminds me of Batman, like the Arkham
really?
series, like where which one was it? Is it Arkham
Origins.
Origins? Yes, where you saw the crime scene and you could
Yeah.
like you have to like look for clues and stuff.
They did that at night also.
They know, and
They
they
did
did
it in
that
that?
also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
and I also.
They did it in the first one. Didn't they do it in all of them?
Actually, they did it in all of them. Yeah.
I think more
In
so.
Asylum,
But
they
it was
had that.
more it was more played out differently in
There was
Origins.
a lot of them at night.
Yeah, like
The
the.
detective stuff.
Yeah.
Well, it actually, well, there was like because you
And
had
Detroit.
you followed footsteps. I remember that in Arkham Asylum or Blood. You were following blood or something like that to a certain extent. But I think they kind of broadened it out in Origins in
Right.
I'll
Night.
play it at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, I miss playing.
I mean,
those games.
it's a great game.
Yeah.
Astral Chain is great so far. It's not a perfect game. There are some gripes I do have with it, but it's nothing that's like, yo, you shouldn't play this.
It's just
terrible.
nitpicking.
Nitpicking. It really is nitpicking. It's
Yep.
just there's certain parts because of the way you play the game. You control your character or whatever, and then you with the analog stick, and then the other analog controls your. I forgot the name of that freaking thing.
Legion?
But yeah, the Legion controls that, so it's separately at the same time. So it's kind of weird getting used to that, and because of that, because you have two different movements at the same time, the camera, when it's an open field, it's awesome. It works great, but sometimes when you're in a closed corridor, if you're like in a hallway
That's
or
some
something,
trouble.
the camera kind of wigs out a little bit. Not all the time, but
Not like
every once in a
Marvel
while.
Alliance 3.
Yeah, no, nothing like Marvel Alliance 3. But there have been some parts where I was like, fuck, I don't know what's happening. I don't even know what's going on. 'Cause I can't see. The camera's like in the wall, like facing the wall, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? That, and then there's some puzzles, almost, and it's, again, this is nitpicking. It's nothing bad. I did get stuck on 2 parts, platforming puzzles.
Jay's like, I won't
That
be
are
playing
added
that. That's
I
all
won't.
Jay's saying in his
Which
head.
I love puzzles.
I won't be
I
playing
love
that.
puzzles. And it's nothing terribly hard either. It's just like with a fast-paced like action game, I like that they added that in there to change up the pace. But sometimes you're just kind of like, I want to go back to the
Yeah,
action.
no,
What
I
the
feel
fuck,
that.
man?
I feel that. Yeah.
But it's not, doesn't take anything away from the game though. Definitely recommend it though.
Awesome.
Well, I've actually played a game this
Oh
Shit.
my
week. For a
God.
long time. It's been a
Whoa.
long time. I
Whoa.
know.
A lot of mercy.
Whoa.
A lot of us.
So I played Bloodstain, Curse of the Moon, the 8-bit version.
Oh,
not
that's right.
The prequel. Because I love Bloodstain. I forgot to actually talk about that last podcast as one of my games one of my favorite games of the year. And but Bloodstain, the original, this is the prequel. And I actually forgot that I didn't beat that.
Nothing in there.
All the characters in it, and you can switch it around. It's kind of like a Castlevania
3.
like Castlevania 3,
Yeah.
I'd say it like that. So I was halfway through, and I was like, you know what stopped me from beating this? I can beat this. It's not a hard game. It's definitely not a hard game. I didn't
It's
put it
short.
on-
It's
like-
actually pretty short.
I think there's a different difficulties you can put it on, and it'll probably benefit from being harder. But I ran through that game. Every level, I was like, I'm just pass this one level and go to bed. Then I passed it, and I was like, you know what? I'm just see if I can pass this without dying. I passed that. And then I was like, you know what? There's like one stage left, and I passed that. And then I was like, oh, it's a secret. I'm like, what are you doing with this?
Pardon the bubbly. We just ran out of the bubbly.
Yeah, we gotta get some more.
Then I went to a secret stage, not to spoil anything, but it's like Mega Man. It's like the castle stage or whatever. I'm like, oh, okay. So how many stages in here? Well, let's see. Let's pass this stage. And I passed that. Like literally, these stages were like 5 minutes long. They weren't that long.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Pop
yeah,
Blocka.
that's, sound effects.
Blocka, blocka.
Yeah. So I got past all those, and I was like, all right, I think this is the last boss. Fine, I'll just beat it. And then I got the ending, and I was like, all right, game is done.
How'd you like it?
It was fun. It was fun. It was like it wasn't hard, but it was fun. And you just had to figure out which character to use at certain points because you can get your ass kicked if it wasn't.
And
the
you
right
got 4 of
character.
them.
Yeah, I saw that you only got 50% through. I'm like, how the hell did you beat this? You played this like last year.
I played it. I beat that game.
Well, Kev likes to play 5
beat
games
it.
at once.
You didn't beat it.
I beat the game. I didn't stream the whole thing. I
Takes a
put
year
2
to beat
videos up. I didn't put like the
I
whole.
don't know. It said 50% for you.
Takes a year to
You didn't
beat
get
it.
no trophies. It stopped at 50%.
Whatever. I beat the game. I got the
Lies.
ending. That's
I
I beat
seen
the
it.
game.
It said 50%.
I don't give a shit about trophies, man.
Yeah, but it tells you when you beat the game. You didn't beat the game.
I beat
'Cause
the
you ain't
game.
got that trophy.
I don't care about no trophy.
I don't give a shit about no trophies. man.
Lies. Caught lies. So, all right. So I beat that. And then I started playing Valkyria Chronicles 4. Valkyria Chronicles 4 again. So I the reason I didn't play it, I love the game, but I didn't have time to play it because it's so long.
Like I told you.
Yeah.
You need to just be playing
Yeah,
that. And that's all.
you have to put time into it, and it's like every mission could be anywhere from 2 to 3 hours each mission, and there's tons of missions in that game. So it's a fun game. I always think I'm gonna die in it, and you don't want to lose.
You
like
struggle.
after 3 hours. No, not even. I don't even have a problem with it. It's just that I think that I'm doing the wrong thing the whole time. And I think I'm going to get wiped out any moment. I'm like, oh, I don't know who's popping up here. This could be the end of the game here. And after playing for an hour and a half or 2 hours, you're like, please don't let this happen. Because they pop out secret things as you're playing. I'm like, all right, I could be at the end here. Reinforcements appear. 50 other characters pop out. I'm like, what is happening here? Some people are getting murdered. And like,
I know
I'm
what's
gonna
going through
lose.
Turbo 857's head also because he beat the game.
But
Wait until you get to a couple of battles. I want to know your reaction.
But as I'm playing this and getting back in the groove of it, because I'm good at Valkyria Chronicles, so learning it again and learning how the new game plays, there are a little bit of differences. There's new
little bit.
characters. There's
Grenadier.
there's different classes
That tank APC.
and the tank thing. is
APC.
different.
APC.
So learning how to use that to help you during the battles is really like I learned how to get out of the truck.
Now you finally learned how to get out of there.
Yeah,
It's
because
not
before I
blowing
put
up.
all my people in there, I'm driving around. I can't get them out. What a waste.
They
I'm
all just
wasting
die
money.
in there. They just
No, they
blow
didn't
up.
die. I just couldn't get them out. I was like, I just lost 4 people because they're in the truck and I can't get them out of the truck. So
I
Bad
want to play
decisions.
that game
Bad
but
decisions.
again.
it's a very polished, very, very well done game, and I'm just mad. Like I'm playing it now because it needs to get recognition.
No, it does.
And no one talks about this game. It is never nominated for like strategy game of the year.
How much did it sell? We were talking about this yesterday. It sold like what, 80,000? Like it didn't sell
Never.
shit.
They never sell a lot. So
Really?
Yeah, it really. I think the
Yeah.
first one might have did 500, but this one
Really?
nothing because they didn't really promote it. It just came out and it got great reviews.
yeah,
It got 8s, it got 9s.
yeah.
Nothing.
It's a great game.
Nothing.
Wow.
And it
that's
deserves
unfortunate.
it deserves to get known.
That's
And
sad.
people should play it. So if you haven't played Valkyria Chronicles and you like strategic games, definitely get that because I'm probably not even halfway through it.
How
It's
many
still
hours?
Phenomenal.
20 something.
Yeah, I like 25.
You're halfway.
About halfway.
Halfway.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine was 47 or 48
Okay.
when I was done. But it depends what you do. You know, if you do like the
Side missions too.
Well, I didn't do
Depends
the
on the-
extra stuff yet. I'm just
I do
doing
the skirmishes just
yeah.
to get people boosted.
Yeah, I'm at like level
You will
10,
need it later.
11, something like that. So, but yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna go back and do those.
It
but-
reminds me of what was that I forgot what Star Wars it was when Yoda was like, "You will."
Yeah.
Dude, that's what it reminds me. That's what I feel like saying to him. Like, oh, you're having a good time? You're having an easy time?
Good
Oh,
time. You
all
will.
right.
You will. But no, it's like I just don't have like when you can't just pick it up and play. Like you have to have set aside a time to play. Like
You know
the
you
whole
have
rest
to.
of the night has to be for the game.
I got a nice 7 hours. Let's do it. And that's it.
Yeah, exactly. That's when you
can't-
play it. You
can't
play it for
an
that
hour.
long. That's why I want to like if we have a layover on a trip, I want to be able to play that.
Yeah.
Because that's gonna kill all the time.
Oh,
for
you'll
the
get
day.
all of it done.
But I don't have it on the Switch, so that's a reason to get it on the Switch.
Damn.
It'll
Oh,
kill time
wow.
when you need it.
I'll probably play that over when we go to Thailand.
You should probably play it.
Oh,
You know what's
word.
fucked up?
It's like $20.
What's fucked up is that I have the first one on the Switch.
I'm pissed.
For like
I
$10
gotta play it.
probably
I
it
gotta
costs.
fucking play it.
Or
Wait,
$20.
no, what a cheap.
wait! You have the first one on the Switch?
I bought it. 'cause
Oh,
it was cheap.
play it on the
It was
flight.
on sale. Yeah,
Play it on-
yeah. No, I plan on playing it.
Do that shit.
I just got a backlog like a motherfucker.
Everyone's got it.
Well,
Jesus
one of
Christ.
my resolutions this year is to play more games because I seem to have stopped playing as much as I used to, and there's a lot of games in the back. Like
There's too
I
many.
have to catch up.
Yeah, you gotta get on these.
Yeah.
man.
So I gotta schedule some time and get through all these damn games and start now.
Nice. Let's see. Dragon Quest 11.
You'll be playing that like to the next.
never
year.
gonna end.
I mentioned that before, so I'm not gonna talk about it much. It's a great game, and they just had no spoiler, but a nice, cool plot twist that you don't really see in Dragon Quest games too often, so that's pretty good. Other than that, Children of Morta. Me and Stallion started playing that game. Really good
Awesome.
two-player game,
Awesome
indie game, roguelike, and it's better than it has a better,
Beautiful.
I guess, game flow than
What if you don't
most.
like roguelikes?
No, it didn't.
That's not like
I
it.
don't like most
Yeah.
roguelike games. But this, you have permanent progression. Which
That's good.
Which is good.
That
which
doesn't
is
feel
good.
roguelike then. If you keep your stats where you die.
Well, you're not wasting.
Well, you
time.
go into a dungeon and it's like a run, and they
Gotcha.
run through the stats when you die like it's a regular run. Like, and you start from you have the same starting place and you dive into the cave, but then, you do get a sense of progression. When you beat and complete one level, it's
Makes
done.
sense.
Well, you're gaining levels though.
You are gaining levels and you're
it's like a
unlocking
role-playing
skills. So it's like, that's the permanent, the permanent upgrades that you get
And
in
it's
the game. Pretty
beautifully.
good.
The story is beautifully told.
Oh, the pixel art. Oh, it's,
Pixel art,
looks
the
great.
acting, all that.
Isn't it like a family?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a family.
the
Yeah.
Bergens. The Bergens.
The burgers?
The Bergens.
Family of the burgers.
The burgers. But that's it. It's a great game. I look forward to reviewing that game. We're done with it.
Beautiful.
But definitely check the channel for the Let's Plays that we're gonna be posting up in the coming weeks because the game's awesome.
Yeah.
Game's awesome. That's it, man.
That's all you're playing?
That's all. That's all.
Chalk?
That's all I'm playing.
Oh wow.
All right.
You
Just
got
to
30
use-
seconds. Let me stop.
We ate up your time,
Joking,
yo.
I'm
I'll try and keep it quick and
Nah, I'm joking,
brief. Played a little Tetris 99.
Oh,
shit.
Look at you.
Got washed.
Damn, man. Yo, we
I
gotta
finished.
team up,
I finished
man.
like level 40. I finished. Yeah, I finished on
40th?
40th place.
That's still not bad.
I gotta figure out how to do the team battle, man. We definitely.
Yo,
You
link
play
up.
that?
I want to see
Definitely,
y'all.
man.
Yeah, tackle these clowns.
Yeah, man. I
I
need a
might as well
partner.
jump in there too because I'm like the ex-champ.
Oh,
Tetris, you know what I'm saying?
Ah.
He'd be sleeping. He'd be sleeping on my talent.
Not
tonight.
Tetris 99.
Jay has had the belts a couple of times.
Yeah,
I'm
I did
playing
win.
Actually, we
Ultimate
should do
Alliance
that.
3. I played the X-Men DLC.
You had to buy it?
No,
No.
It was part of the.
Part of the package.
Yeah, part of
There's
the.
one DLC package. You can't buy the character packs. You buy them all at once.
Oh, really? So the
Iceman-
last bit of money I spent, I
Yeah.
could get it for free?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Iceman is dope.
Do any of them suck? Oh,
Cable is not
your style.
He ain't the Punisher.
Not my style. Not my style. He has cool moves, but he's just not my style.
He's a shooter, right?
Is he different than Punisher?
Yeah. Gambit is ill.
Gambit's awesome.
Ill.
Gambit is awesome.
And Phoenix just feels stupid powerful.
I'm about to say, she probably just kills everything and everybody,
Just
right?
stupid
Yeah,
powerful.
that's what I assume.
Yeah.
Wow.
Really good. Really good. And I played through the Modern Warfare campaign, which was fire.
Really?
That campaign was fire.
Isn't there a
Like-
Phoenix campaign? Isn't there like a Rise of the Phoenix campaign? Or is that just the download?
That's a gauntlet. That's a
Yeah,
gauntlet
it's like a
missions.
gauntlet for going back to Ultimate Alliance 3. It's just like a gauntlet type thing. Yeah, it's like a survivor. It's like survival mode kind of sort of.
Kinda, yeah.
So
The
anyway,
way they had the Marvel Knights mode, it's the same.
Same
thing.
shit,
deal.
same shit.
Just
Okay.
X-Men themed because it takes place
To
in
unlock
Danger Room.
them or whatever the fuck.
Right,
Yeah, okay.
exactly.
Yeah.
Danger Room.
Yeah, and yeah, that Modern Warfare, the newest one, that campaign, fire.
Yeah.
Very well done, and it just looks amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're looking at the faces on you look at it on a 4K TV, like people just look real.
McCall D,
Yeah,
you got that?
yeah, looks great.
You're one of them? Nah.
You want to
Hey, there's a big
Wow.
fan base, man.
I know.
They'll come
I have
after
World
you.
War II.
Oh, they're already typing right now,
Yeah,
Jay.
they'll come
They're
after
coming
you,
after
man.
you.
They're
I have
coming after you,
I have
bro.
World War II. I still didn't.
What are
play
you
that.
trying to say about that?
And I've been known to say on this podcast that I hate the Gears of War versus mode. I recently jumped back into it. It's not bad.
Okay.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Warming
bad
up
at
to
all.
it now. Warming up to it?
Yeah, and we still got to do a 5-player horde mode because that would be like literally the first game that we've played that everyone on the crew has played. We'll be playing at the same time.
That would be a
We'll
milestone.
figure it out.
Well,
Is
yeah,
there, is
well,
there,
figure
is
it
there a
out.
5-player horde mode?
Yeah,
there is.
It's
but
it's five people.
We gotta get that going.
Well,
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
logistics wise, we got to figure that shit out.
figure it
How we're gonna record it, but we'll figure it out.
Well,
I
there's
guess.
a will, there's
we
a
could
way.
we could just leave it on Twitch.
I mean, there's other stuff to
and just make it an event, a Twitch exclusive event. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Might have to.
But
Commentary over it. We can do it.
yeah.
Done.
And what
No,
else?
no cameras, just commentary. I
And
guess.
well, cameras for I guess whoever's here.
Whoever has a camera.
Yeah.
I mean, who's at the screen?
really
when
like
you
the
get killed?
screen though. What the fuck the people are watching is like. You
Like,
know what I mean? Like that's the
mean,
logistics we got to work out.
I could
Nah,
stream
just
it
stay
on
together.
My,
Just stay together.
I can stream it on my Twitch and stream it on the Level 857 Twitch. Well, we'll work it out. Anyways,
work
and I play Dragon Ball, of course.
Yep.
I was playing this dude. You know how there's different levels when you're ranked? So I'm a Super Saiyan 3, which is like 600 and something thousand battle points. I was fighting this dude who was a god of destruction. He was at 2 million and change.
Jesus Christ.
God of instruction. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Wow.
Beat me 10 times straight.
Did you almost get him?
I killed a couple of his characters.
Oh, that's good.
I got him down to a couple times I got him down to his last character, but dude was vicious. And it was like you could just sit there and just admire the way he played because he was just you could tell he practiced and put the time in labbing his characters to get the timing down. It was
And probably
ridiculous.
sacrifice certain things.
If I sacrifice certain things for that
Like-
level of skill.
Like cheers to that dude because that was vicious. But it was fun.
There's
It
a
was
certain sacrifice involved in those people. Those who
Well, that's how you learn, man.
know
That's
what
how
He
you learn.
gets paid now.
That's how you learn.
You guys know where I'm getting at. But I'm
Well,
not
let's,
gonna-
Chocolate, I'll play this Sunday, whip your ass.
Let's go ahead and move on.
You're not gonna win.
To
You're gonna click
let
rest.
everybody out there know that if you're watching this on YouTube, hit that like button, share this video with a friend, man. Let people know the good love. Let people know, and
We-
subscribe to our channel.
We love
all right?
the love because we give it right back to you.
That's right.
We about
man.
the positivity.
Subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, hit that subscribe.
Subscribe to the channel.
What's wrong with you?
Come on.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Hit it.
No, you like us.
Do it. And also, follow us on all our social media.
We got all kinds of shit going.
Word.
Yeah,
We hit 500 subscribers or followers.
What happens?
We're gonna do that. Hot
Sticks
sauce
is gonna die.
challenge.
Sticks is gonna die. That's
No,
what
no,
happens.
no.
Sticks is
Don't
going to
subscribe
die.
then.
Sticks
Right
going
to the ER, man.
We're
We're
gonna
going to
die live. It's gonna die live on camera. If you want to see a man die on
Yes.
camera, you tune in.
in pain.
Nah.
Let me start.
We're gonna be down a member.
Nah.
But anyway, let's
No.
move on.
All right, so let's do the news. Nintendo Switch's 4.00 update quietly added the ability for wireless audio on certain Bluetooth devices. Now,
Yes.
someone here has been waiting for this news
One of his predictions.
forever. I don't think it's one of his predictions, but please explain.
Yes, it is my
Please
prediction, damn
Please
it.
explain.
It is. That's all I gotta say. No, it's not. It is. No, I predicted last year.
2 years ago.
No,
Last week.
actually,
No,
no,
2 years
last
ago.
year, that Bluetooth audio was going to be added to
Without-
the Nintendo Switch.
Without a dongle.
Without a
So,
dongle, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. So
don't
explain
like-
what
This is not without a dongle.
I don't like that word.
No. So you didn't get any point.
No. No.
Nope.
Bluetooth devices.
But that's a dongle, right?
How do you get the Bluetooth on the system, Al?
No. Not all devices, though.
Okay, so like there's selected devices that
Only selected devices work.
headset with no dongle
Yes.
needed. Awesome.
On certain devices. Not all of them. But it is added.
Uh-huh.
It just doesn't work with all of them. And it's not an official thing. That's why it's kind of like a secret thing. They released this fucking, the 4.0 whatever patch or update. And they didn't say anything about it. And I guess when I found that article, somebody found it. And
So
they're
did they
like, "Oh,
not
shit."
know that they added this Bluetooth functionality?
Well, they probably, here's the problem, that they might take it off. They might. Nintendo might be fucked up like that and take it off because they didn't really announce it or anything like that.
Well, if it's a feature that's not 100% compatible with everything, they probably don't want it on there.
yeah.
Usually.
But it's awesome that it works, though.
I gotta
So
test it out.
technically, I didn't test it out either. But there's a list in the article. We'll probably leave it in the description of the video.
Doesn't work. Doesn't count.
But there's a list of products or whatever that it does work for that was left in the article, which I will leave in the description as well
Gotta check that
So-
out.
for everybody out there to check it.
So what you're saying is that this isn't quite the answer you were looking for with your prediction, but
Nah,
there's
man.
a chance.
This guy just
this
doesn't want to
year-
give me. This guy doesn't want to give me because you have some whack predictions. You just don't want to give it to me. You just don't want to give it to me.
You're saying there's a
At the
chance
very
this
least,
year.
partial credit.
Yo, we're all so petty
on.
when it comes to the predictions.
This guy,
Yo, we
man.
always be trying to like,
Hell
no,
yeah.
that doesn't
Nah.
count. I
No,
swear.
no.
Before the end of this year, there may be a chance that Bluetooth might work on the Switch.
No,
That's
my
what we're
prediction
saying.
wasn't that it would work. My prediction was that they would release it,
They didn't,
which
do
they
anything.
did.
Okay, we'll find out.
Quietly added.
Wow.
Read the fucking caption. Read
They
it.
don't even know
Read
they
the
added
screen.
it.
The hate is so
They don't
real.
even know
Read the
it's on
screen.
there.
People watching live right now. Read that
Hashtag
screen. What does that
Team
say?
Petty.
When you
What
get
does
this,
that
all right. So buy one of these headsets that works with it and show me this thing.
I will. I'll make a
We'll-
video about
we'll
it.
add
This will be a
check
my
mark.
take review.
All right.
Tips and tricks.
I love it.
A tips and tricks video.
All right,
Yo,
we'll
the
check it out.
LG
The
857.
news should have been, is Al's prediction real or is it not real? That'd be fucking hilarious.
If anybody had a chance to test this out, please leave a comment below
Yeah.
and let us know
We
the
need to-
brand
we need
that
to
works
settle
great
this
for.
ASAP.
Yeah, we know if he gets his point or not.
Well, I got to verify that list.
Partial credit. He gets partial credit at least.
But I was actually excited when I saw that shit. I was like, I knew they could add it. It has Bluetooth already. Why the fuck can't they add that shit? They
Well,
can add it with an update.
this. This came out like in 2019 though, so it's not this year. So you don't get
Yeah.
That was my
when they did
prediction
the
for
update.
last year.
when they did the update, it was still part of last
No,
year.
man.
So it's not a
man.
2020 thing you did here.
We're gonna have to look at. We're gonna have to like review it and
No,
see if it
that's-
actually counts. You know?
No,
I
that's-
don't know if it was yesterday. Al, it doesn't count.
It was for 2019, you idiots. I predicted it for 2019. That was my 2019 predictions. You morons.
It's fun fucking with him.
We're gonna have to check off camera.
It's so fun,
Wow.
it's so fun.
That's the whole
All right.
podcast. Just torture
Yeah.
Al with all.
Oh
his
my
predictions.
god.
All right.
Moving
And
on.
what is
Moving
what
on.
is next? So, Team Executor has successfully ran custom software on Nintendo Switch Lite with a Modchip. What does this mean for Nintendo?
boy. Here we
Oh
go.
no.
The
So-
Switch Lite was hacked.
Yes, exactly. So, Team Executor is the group, the hacking team who released kind of a soft mod, but you can do it on every first generation Switch that they released because it's a hardware hack, and they can't change the hardware hack because it's not. They can't do an update to change how they get into the system. So everyone who had a first generation Switch, well, for the first partial, like the first year.
All of
There-
us, pretty much.
Yeah, if you're quick to buy one of these, you're able to use this hack that they have to either play homebrew, you know, the legal thing, or the illegal thing, and download ROMs to play on the system for free. So Nintendo came out with a system after that, a silently released system that stopped that hack. Like
With the
they had to
battery life
release-
and all that stuff.
Yeah, the new well before that they had one, And
Oh,
then
did they?
Yeah, they
Oh, I didn't
stopped
know.
it like silently with a
Oh.
release that they didn't tell anybody to stop this hack. And then they came out with the new one. It's like, trade in all your old systems. You can get the new system. It's way more battery. And I was like, I ain't trading my system back. But, most of the people who don't care about that, they're like, yeah, fine. $100 to
I
get a
don't
new
care about
system, they'll do it.
Mm.
But, there was nothing happening with the Switch Lite as far as the hacking communities involved until they got this mod chip. You have to install it. So it's not like an easy thing. It's like the old school, like when you had to put a mod chip in the system to get it to run bootleg stuff. So it's not like as easy as the original Switch. So that Nintendo has that going for them. So they're not in a panic.
Right.
But they did find a way to get in the system and get into there and run. Like they had a video online that showed them running the same hack that the old systems had on the Switch Lite, which means that it's open for everything.
Yeah,
now,
that's it.
if you want to invest in getting that installed. So I mean, if you're in like Middle America or somewhere and you're not next to the one guy, who can install it.
Right.
If you're in the city, obviously, or the big cities, then you can find somebody who can install it for like $50, whatever.
Well, you also have the online community. You got plenty of sources online that you can look up if you really want to. You can do it yourself.
But people ain't gonna send their system in to get it done. But
The hacking community is always going to be around, man.
It's
something
not
that
big,
You're not gonna,
it's not
Yeah,
like
it's not as big
massively.
as-
It's not as massive to
Right.
destroy
right.
the whole Switch freaking
Right.
thing.
So
So
you mean like they did to Dreamcast?
yeah, pretty much like Dreamcast. I mean, Dreamcast was simple. So if you can download something and burn it and put it in the system, that's
Pretty
obviously
much.
gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like the
I used
PSP.
to rent games on the Dreamcast games at Blockbuster
take 'em.
and just burn it. And then
You pirate. You pirate.
He didn't
Hard.
say that.
I did.
Tell me you didn't just say
Yeah.
that.
What the hell are they gonna do? I don't even have the fucking system anymore, man.
Sega's gonna come after you. Sega's gonna come after you.
Sega doesn't have the
They
system
took my
either.
system. Let me say.
How do you feel about destroying Sega?
Oh, there's a knock at the door.
Yeah. I don't even own
Is
this
there
shit
somebody
anymore.
who arrests pirates?
Butt pirates.
Oh man,
Wow.
that could yeah. I would run from them too.
Wow.
But
Oh god. Pirates.
well, there was a similar thing that happened with the cartridge called the R4 that was for the DS and the 3DS, and Nintendo pretty much let that run rampant. And then they put a stop to it as
They
far
did.
as the sales.
Yeah.
But there was always a way you can find one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it wasn't easy
AliExpress.
after that. Yeah.
AliExpress.
So I'm guessing that people who try to perform this type of a hack, they're not gonna be able to go on Nintendo Switch Online.
So that's the thing. So you just have to turn off the mod chip. Like the same thing with the original,
Oh.
Right.
the original Switch. All you have to do is just not do the the soft mod, and you can go online and play it like a regular Switch. It doesn't destroy your system at all. But when they're doing this thing, there has to be an off button, or it's gonna run all the time. So then you can't. They should have an off button on your mod chip. So
Wow.
it's not gonna hurt Nintendo as much as they think. But if it is an easy thing, if this equates to somebody being like, hey, just plug this into your the USB on it, and it's gonna hack it, then they're gonna be in trouble.
Coming soon. Let me stop.
Nah.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
$30.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like coming soon. Give them
So
time. They'll do it.
so it's surprising. I mean, it's good for what people can get. Like this will probably lead to a mod chip for the newer Switch.
Right.
And that means that they can play with the faster clock speeds, and they can figure out what the system can do without being held back by the creators and stuff like that.
Interesting.
So then they can run stuff faster and not worry about the battery life and all this type of thing, or get more battery life on games that don't need it. So there's positives to doing stuff like this, and there's negatives obviously because of the piracy. But with homebrew and getting your stuff to run without being choppy, like they figured out how to play the new Legend of Zelda, the Link's Awakening one, and they figured out how to do that. They took out some of the weird graphical enhancements they did to it, and they made it run without it getting choppy and stuff like that. So there's things they could do to improve games, and there's also things they can do to hurt. So good and bad news. But we'll see where this goes. We'll see how this hacking team can do, because obviously they're very smart.
And what do you guys out there think?
Yeah, let's see what you
Let
think.
us know.
about that.
Let us
All right, I pay for my games.
Do you think it's gonna hurt Nintendo or not?
I don't think so.
Nah,
No,
No.
don't think so.
not yet. Not this stage.
We got some news again. All right, so
Oh shit!
if you watched our podcast last week,
And you should have.
yes, then you heard that there was a Final Fantasy VII remake demo leak that they put out on the store, but it wasn't like something they could download. It was just, this is happening.
Right.
So this week, there was more to that. So there was a group that got the download files
Mm-hmm.
from off the server that the Final Fantasy VII Remake was on. And this isn't something that you can play on your system unless you had like a test PS4. So on the test PS4s, you can play this file as a package.
You mean the dev kit?
A dev kit, yeah. If you have one of those, not many people do, but if you do, you could run this package on there and it'll run the game.
Mm-hmm.
So they have the Final Fantasy VII Remake, and you know they didn't want to spoil it for everybody because they know it's a big deal in Square. You know, it's going to release this pretty soon, and this is probably going to make them do it even faster since you know the surprise is gone. It just put it out there.
Right.
But whatever their plans were, obviously they said there's a pre-order thing at the end of the demo, so it's for release before the game comes out. So you have 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
It has to come out before then. What they did was they put the intro on YouTube. So they didn't put any gameplay on. This is the same gameplay that they showed during the E3 trailer and everything. So it's not anything like we haven't seen. But they said it's about an hour long.
Wow.
45 minutes to an hour long. And it basically shows you how everything is going to run. And they said it looks way better than you've seen on TV because it's not like a stream thing and it's not put on YouTube and losing quality. Like when you see it, they said it looks way beyond better than what you can believe it like. It's the best looking game they've seen.
So it looks like
far.
Advent Children pretty much.
No, Advent Children looks like crap compared to it.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I've recently seen Advent
This
Children.
game just needs to come out. Like
coming soon.
this
It
just
is
needs to
coming.
come out. Like it just, you know,
will.
it's gotta come out.
A part of it is
as soon as possible.
Yeah.
people have been waiting
The demo.
for a long time. So what you can do, what's cool is since this is out, what you can do right now instead of playing demo because the demo's not out, you can watch the intro to the original Final Fantasy VII. Watch the intro on the 2006, or is it? What was the last when they have the when they first released the Final Fantasy VII? They said they're gonna do it a long time.
Oh,
ago.
what,
dude,
the
I don't
remake?
I don't
Yeah,
remember.
when they first announced, they showed the intro again.
Was that 2015?
Maybe
I think it was 2015.
they had the fake
It's
one.
been talked about for
It's
like
been talked about for a long time.
It's like what are we? Like 4 or 5 years? No, 5, 6
Well,
years. 5, 6
I mean,
years. Yeah.
original announcement is way better.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
the original like
Actual
remake thing that they
announcement
showed,
announced.
yeah.
Yeah.
So they showed that one. So you can compare that one to this remade one that they showed here. So it's 3 generations of this trailer.
Wow.
And it's finally coming out. And you can see it. You can see the evolution of all the technology in those demos. It's,
Right.
it's hilarious.
You see the progression of
Yeah.
Telling you,
Nation
all
and-
Final Fantasy VII fans are all nutting at the same time. All of them.
Oh yeah.
Simultaneously when it's
Well,
released.
it's going to be like
I did just
South
now.
Park.
Let me stop.
It'll be like dude in South Park in that room.
Oh.
With all
Like if this was like Shining Force 3 for me, dude, you wouldn't even see me on this podcast.
Imagine if they did the graphics of Shining Force 3 like the new Final Fantasy VII remake.
I would actually prefer it like Fire Emblem, 3 Houses.
Yes,
Listen,
I would like the cell shading.
When they said this is going to take 10 years to do, when they said this is going to take far too long to do, people
looks
was like,
like-
oh, please, it's not going to take that long. Just do it. It really took that
really
long.
took
No,
that
it
long.
looks like it took 10
it looks
years.
like it took 10 years.
It looked like it took 10
crazy.
fucking years.
It did look like
Yeah.
Could you imagine it comes out like 2K20 WWE?
Oh, glitches
and it's
all
mad
hell.
glitches. I'm like, oh,
Oh, that would be
no.
awful.
Nah, I can't see
Imagine.
that.
I
I
can't
don't think
see
it'll
it.
happen.
I
10
can't-
years.
I can't
Yeah,
see
you
it.
can't.
Imagine.
You can't.
I can't even see a
Especially when the
glitch
demo
happening
is-
in this game.
Yeah, nah.
Have you seen anything?
I would be sad.
Like a
No.
hair is out of place.
No,
No,
everything's perfect.
Everything is perfect.
No.
so
10
far.
years? Come on, man.
It's an
Literally
easy
gonna
10.
dodge an
It's
attack,
released.
and you're gonna
It's
see
a 10.
somebody's hair fly off, like 2 strands of hair. Like, oh shoot, that's.
I
so-
want
It's
I want an
easy 10.
old school graphic option.
Oh, man.
Well, a button to hit so you can switch it in 2 seconds. Just to see
Yo,
what it
just
look
play
like.
the fucking
Like,
old
yeah.
game.
Just
man.
buy the
Yeah,
original.
just play
$15 on
Imagine
Switch.
though.
Like
Imagine
I'm
play
doing.
the original.
Imagine if you got all short
Oh, man.
and pixelated.
The Popeye
gross.
arms?
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
That aren't even
game, man.
connected. They're not even connected.
No, they're
to
not.
anything.
They're not. They're
Just
not.
polygons fucking flying out.
No, this will probably
Follow
get
the
game.
drip, follow
This will
the
probably
drip.
get game of the year most likely.
Game of the decade.
It's a remake. It's not eligible. That's what they said
Damn.
about Resident Evil. So
Really?
We'll see.
It got nominated though.
It did get nominated. We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see what else.
If
comes
something
out.
beats this, oh damn, this is gonna be a good year.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Last of Us 2.
So what y'all think? Are y'all ready for this demo? Are y'all ready for the game? Let us
Yeah.
know.
I'm
Let
ready
us
for the
know.
game.
Let us
Yeah.
know, man. Let us know.
Moving on to the
Let
last
us know.
piece of news. Yes.
Let us know. I love that graphic.
Yo, look at the graphic, dude.
Oh, man.
Graphic.
Sorry for all you guys watching this
Look at that graphic.
and not listening. We have a graphic of the Xbox Series X with muscles and the PS5 dev kit
That face.
crying.
It looks
Some
like
cartoon
a
eyes.
face.
Looks like it's melting.
It looks like
Yeah.
that's a mouth.
Wow.
That's why I put it on there. I was like, oh, this is perfect. Perfect.
My God.
I tried out different eyes and I was like, no, this is perfect. It works perfectly for them.
Well, Digital Foundry tracked available leaks regarding next generation consoles, and PS5 is looking weaker than the new Xbox, according to their stats.
Damn right.
So what they're saying is, I mean, a lot of people aren't going to really care.
Doesn't surprise
But
me.
Yeah.
what they're saying is the PlayStation 5 is looking to have 9.2 teraflops versus the 12 teraflops that Xbox has.
I was just about to say,
Oh my
So what you
God.
mean?
Give me my teraflop.
So-
What you mean to tell me?
So to take it back into perspective,
Yeah.
like, you say what you guys.
No. So what you mean to tell me
Bad
is
joke.
that
Bad joke coming.
Xbox Series
Yep,
X
here it comes.
is 3 more teraflops than the PS5.
That's what it seems.
Actually, I have more of a question. Why do you keep getting so close to your mic every
Yeah,
time you talk?
man.
Sorry.
What the fuck?
It's
It's
just,
like, let me get this.
talks like
Blow-
this for some
blow-
reason.
yeah.
I don't know why.
Ow.
Everyone can hear you.
You're blowing
That's
out my ears.
That's
man.
that MC shit.
Yeah, really, man.
Stop it. Stop it.
So
It's been a while for Kevin. He doesn't know how to act.
to take it back to, I can see how. Listen, this is what it's like. I can see how when we were younger, when 8-bit switched to 16-bit, and then to 32-bit, and we were like, "Oh, you got an 8-bit system. I got a 16-bit system." Like, if people would care, like,
bit wars,
you know,
man.
it was a bit war, and
Yeah.
since the systems got so powerful, there's nothing like that anymore. So you can't say, "Oh, I have the better system" because you got that crappy like.
Doesn't
turbo
matter
graphics
anymore. Yeah, it doesn't
or
matter.
whatever.
You know what does matter?
The
What has more
games.
exclusives?
Yep.
But no.
Y'all need to
So
shut up with that.
when the PlayStation 4
It
and
always
the
has.
Xbox One first came out, there were games that ran at a lower resolution, you know, because they didn't know how to use the system
On the
with
Xbox
the
One.
limitations. Yeah, so it wouldn't be at 1080. It would be at like 900, and you could tell
And the
like when you
upscale.
look at it, it was choppier. It didn't look as good. So I could see if this is a big enough thing to distance itself
Nah.
as far as what the games will look like. I can see why you pick, if you had both systems, why you pick one over the other if you were to buy it.
I
Like there
think
was
it
some
goes by
games
the
back in the
games,
day. No, I'm saying even if it's the same game, because there was games like Earthworm Jim that were for Genesis and for Super Nintendo. I would never touch the Genesis one because I hated it, and I loved the Super Nintendo one. But even though the Genesis one was considered a better one because it had more stages, and I would be like, "Oh, that's the better game," but I hated it because the colors weren't the same, the music wasn't the same, and I chose that one. So if there's something to differentiate it to the point where I'm like, I want this one over that one because of something. Like I don't know if that's gonna be. What
it
it is.
depends on
that's nitpicking.
I think it depends
No,
on the
no, it's
game
not.
because, like, look at
Remember
Resident
Mortal
Evil.
Kombat for Genesis and Super Nintendo?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a difference.
Well, but blood. People want
Hold on.
blood. That's a whole different story, though. They looked almost the same. Though.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it
pretty
also
same.
depends on the game too. If you're talking about fighting games, look at Street Fighter or Marvel vs. Capcom on the Sega Saturn versus PlayStation.
There's a difference.
Obviously, the Saturn looked better.
That one.
The Saturn
But
was
that-
released
Better, too.
better. It was actually close to the fucking arcade.
Arcade.
But it depends on is this gonna make it better? Is this gonna be something that can determine? Oh, is this gonna run choppier
But you
here,
know-
or is it not gonna run choppier?
Yeah, but
because the games are
PlayStation-
only getting more powerful.
Right.
So I don't know how much that 3
I don't think it-
teraflops.
Three
is gonna do.
I don't think it's
teraflops a
gonna
lot.
matter.
It's gonna
I
matter.
don't think it's gonna matter
not
either.
gonna matter.
Hopefully it's not, but who knows?
I
No,
say
I
it's
don't
not
think
going to
it's
matter
gonna-
because Xbox doesn't have games, and it all
come
comes down. It
to
all
the
comes
games.
down to what system has the games that you want.
Listen,
And
you're
since-
talking about-
and since that nowadays games are so powerful and they look so good,
not gonna matter.
it doesn't even matter at this point. When it's Resident Evil for the Sega Saturn compared to PlayStation, yeah, it fucking matters because the Saturn looks fucking disgusting.
It's gonna matter.
But,
Here's
but
what
you're not-
that's a
but-
point I'm
No,
talking
no,
about.
but
though.
you're
Xbox
not.
about to
But
take
it's
over
not.
again.
But when it looks this good on the new PlayStation and the new Xbox, it's not going to matter because it depends on what games you want
Check
for
it
that
out.
system. Who has
Well,
the exclusives
Check it out.
you
Hey,
like?
let me.
Well,
I got something to add to that. I wanted to add that. Okay, this generation, right? This console generation, right now, we got the PS4, we got the Xbox One, we have the Nintendo Switch, right?
1 teraflop.
The Nintendo Switch is actually the
One
weakest
teraflop.
of all the systems, right?
1 teraflop.
But it's outsold fucking all the other systems.
And it's the weakest system.
And it's the weakest of the fucking system, and it has more games that are released every fucking week than all the other goddamn systems.
But this what I'm
So
saying.
it doesn't matter.
But what I'm saying,
the graphics don't matter. It's,
Listen. If it's the same game, what I'm saying is, if it's the same game,
Okay. So they picked
If
the Switch
that-
because it's portable.
no, because the Switch doesn't have the
So
same
that
game. The
portability-
Switch doesn't have the same games, and there is a definite difference in it. But I mean, the fact that it's portable does help.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
if it wasn't portable and you had the choice to pick the best of the systems
You pick
that
the
it was
best.
playing on, why would you pick the Switch? Like if you're playing The Witcher, like if it wasn't portable
Nah.
and you were playing The Witcher
Uh-huh.
and you had your chance to play it on the most powerful system
Uh-huh.
or the one that's not powerful and it costs $60,
Uh-huh.
why would you pick the uglier one?
Yeah.
Also, it depends what you own.
Sure.
Not everybody owns all
No,
these
no, I'm
systems.
saying if
Yeah.
you
Everybody's
have all of them.
situation is
Yeah.
different, plus the price too. We don't know what the fuck
It makes
the price
sense
is
if you
gonna
own
be.
all of them.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But
But that could be an advantage. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. If it's an advantage, because you're talking about Xbox One, and I can say the same thing. Xbox 360. No one thought that Xbox 360 was going to come down to Xbox One and be like, oh, there's no games. Like Xbox 360 had all the games.
actually, I had a lot of games.
So that's not to say that the new Xbox is not going to have a lot better than Xbox One. So I can't say, oh, it's not going to have no games,
Right.
because it's not the same. They bought
Well,
a whole bunch of stuff and they're
they
working
did
on a
bought
lot
a
of stuff.
bunch of
And,
things.
now-
please, God, come out with something. Please.
and they're focusing on games now.
Xbox about to take over again.
I see the dream. I see the dream.
It's gonna happen.
But I don't think, listen, in all honesty, I don't think that change is going to affect the games. But if it's something that is going to affect the games, then there is a positive on the Xbox over the PS5. If it's going to diminish what the PS5 has, it says we can't do that because, they showed the demo. Obviously, it's not the top of the line of everything they could do on the system, but they showed a demo of PS5 and they showed a demo of Xbox. Xbox blew the PS5 one away as far as the textures and stuff they were doing with it. Obviously, people have to learn how to use the system. I think overall, it's not a big enough difference to determine that the game is going to look bad on one and not the other.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
So
Yeah.
I think they're going to learn different ways of programming the game to do it because obviously the Xbox caught up and they made 1080p games. Just had to learn how to program differently on the system to make it look better than what they did on the PS4.
I think there'll be a select, bunch of people that will be like, all right, if they own both systems, they're like, all right, if that slightly looks a little bit better, they'll be like, you know what, I want the quality, I want that. There's gonna be a select few that will do that. But
I do it.
No, there are. There's already
I'm
is.
saying there is.
They're
but I
called
don't think-
PC owners.
Well,
We said-
I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal where it's just like, oh my god, you could see that little thing I'm gonna buy it for. It's just.
I do it,
it's
like,
very minute.
I don't think it's gonna be a big deal.
If those
stuff-
extra teraflops are making Gears 6 split screen,
There's no Gears
4K, 60 frames per second,
Why is
then
he so
yeah.
close to the
Yeah.
mic?
Yeah,
I
dude.
don't understand
Sorry,
why he's
fuck,
always
man.
so
Sorry,
close to
sorry,
the
What the
mic.
fuck?
I'm sorry, but that's
But-
all I want to say.
Just like I do. Like I have the Xbox One X. If there's a third-party game that comes out for all systems, I'm gonna pick it up for the X because, in essence, it's the most powerful system. Why wouldn't I get it for that? And it gives me a reason to actually buy something for the Xbox.
Yeah.
So
I gotta say it like that.
that's it. That's the truth. But yeah. So I think maybe in the first run of the systems when they're making the games, it might be a little bit of a difference between what's better and what's not if they're making the same thing. I think overall, after the first year or so, everything's gonna be the same regardless. So
It's like cell phones, man. They're all the same.
Yep.
What else can you add to the
As
fucking
long as I can call somebody.
Yeah. As long as I can
Yeah,
call
seriously.
They all do the same shit.
Yeah.
yeah,
There's only so much you can do to add to the fucking smartphone.
But yeah, so let us know if it's gonna matter if the PlayStation 5 or Xbox is weaker than the other. They're not gonna be the same system, obviously.
Right.
3.2 teraflops.
No, I think it's good, man. I hope they do come out. I hope that Xbox does come out with more games.
I actually
they bought
want
a lot
them
of
to do-
studios.
I want them all to do well.
Yeah, man.
I really do.
Listen, competition,
It's good.
yeah, breeds innovation.
It's
So
just
let's
weird
see.
though with Xbox because
If it's just one system, we're fucked.
Yeah.
The
No,
cloud is coming.
Yeah, exactly.
it's inevitable.
Let's get on this damn topic. Let's get this topic popping.
Yeah, man. So, what is our topic for
I don't
today?
know, man. I don't know.
Our topic is
We have a topic?
decade in games.
Games.
More games.
So-
I was trying to do an echo. My bad.
So we're gonna have to wait another 10 years to do something like this. So today we're gonna talk about what games define this decade.
Yo, let's do a 10-year prediction. Let me start.
A 10-year prediction. What the hell?
10 years
In
from
10
now, we
years,
come back.
We're gonna be in a hollow deck. They said this a long time ago, man.
10 years.
It's
gonna be on
2020.
Mars.
We still don't have a flying car like the Jetsons.
We'll be on Mars.
We do.
Oh yeah, we do, right?
We do.
Or
We ain't
flying
buying
cloud.
We don't need that.
Yeah.
We don't need. You ever see that Geico commercial with the jetpack? Dude got caught in the fucking power lines. We don't need that shit.
So wait, so
That was one of the best commercials.
That was
of all time.
hilarious. He
That
got
was Geico.
tangled up.
That was Geico.
now we all talked about this before we went live, and we were talking about how we were going to narrow down
Our top
10
games.
years.
our top games. So because it's 10 years,
Mm-hmm.
I mean 10 games.
10 games,
roughly,
10 years. Yeah.
Roughly.
No, I have like 15, 16
It's gonna be
games.
like 15, 16.
I had and this is narrowed down. So what I did was I have 10 of my personal.
One game a year.
Yeah, no, I had to. It was tough. I had to pick 10 games of my top games of the decade, and then I have another separate list of honorable mentions that I'll just run through real quick of games that like mixed games of games I've beaten that I wanted to add, but I had to make a choice, and then other games that I can't add because I've never beaten the games.
So between all of us, we're gonna have 1,000 games. So let's make.
Yeah,
We
so
got
we're gonna
a
have to go
lot.
through this,
We
man.
got a lot.
This is a
Who
bit.
wants to start?
You know what? I probably have the least. I don't know.
No, I have the
guessing.
least. I have the least.
Let's do it like
We'll
this.
do the least
Let's
amount.
do it like this. Let's go through the honorable mentions quick.
Oh,
Bang,
that's a
bang,
good
bang.
idea.
Knock them all
Good
out.
idea. Good idea.
Yeah.
And then we'll get to
Good
our
idea.
list. all
Good
right?
idea.
So I could start if you want.
Go for it.
Go
All
ahead.
right, I'm gonna go real quick. All right. So my honorable mentions.
That's not bad.
For so moving on to you. No, I'm just kidding. Honorable mentions for the decade. I have.
What do you call this decade anyway? The
Don't know.
teens? The teens.
Tens.
The
teens?
2000 teens.
The 10s, the
Tens.
teens.
There's only one 10, damn it.
The 10s.
The rest are teens.
The 20s, the roaring 20s.
Well, that's
Oh
now.
man, this is the 20s.
This is the 20s now.
All right, let me start.
Okay.
Red Dead Redemption, first one, came out in 2010. All right,
Oh, shit.
that's honorable mention. Obviously, awesome game, very very awesome game. Never got to play part 2, unfortunately. But that's an honorable mention.
Next.
The cool part is you could lay someone that you could tie him up, lay him on the train tracks, and watch a train come and watch him go into a million pieces. Best part of the game. Next one, Berserk, Band of the Hawk. Plays like was it
Yes.
the fucking what,
Dynasty Wars.
Dynasty Wars, thank you. Sorry, I've been drinking a little bit of bubbly. But yeah, that was awesome. Beautiful graphics, awesome action. Awesome. NBA 2K11.
Hold on, let's give this shout out.
Who's in the chat right there?
What up?
Potiglia wants to donated 50 cents to us.
Thank you, particularly.
Hey,
Thank
man,
you.
Thanks for the
Yo,
love. Thanks for the
appreciate you.
donation.
Good looking out.
Thanks for watching. I appreciate
what's up.
that, man. That's
Wow.
awesome. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
A little bit of bubbly. Yeah, NBA 2K11. That was the first time Michael Jordan came back to NBA games, and they had all of his greatest moments in there. And obviously, I'm the greatest Michael Jordan fan all time.
Greatest. Really?
Nah, there's a lot of
greatest.
them. There's a lot of
The
them.
greatest Michael Jordan fan.
Really?
The greatest.
The greatest.
The greatest. So yeah, that's on there. Saints Row the Third. Best Saints Row game. This is before
You got Saints Row on it.
Saints Row the Third.
The third.
Okay, okay,
Third.
okay.
Not the.
I have,
not
I have a bad taste in
This
my
is
mouth.
honorable mention. This is the dude with the vocoder, dude. That shit was amazing.
Okay, that was good.
When they had the Mega Man thing in the tank,
Yes,
that
yes,
shit was
yes.
crazy. That game was fire as fuck, man. Awesome game. Why is this popping?
I almost bought that for the Switch, but
You should have. You should have. It's
I almost
really
bought
good.
it, but I was like, nah.
A few of you guys can agree with this. WWE 2K14.
Yes. Is that the Hogan one?
That's the WrestleMania.
That's the WrestleMania
Yeah,
one.
WrestleMania
yes.
one. This
That
is
was great.
before we
Okay.
learned how to do the counters and spam it. They had the best WrestleMania moments, the characters. They had Hogan. It was so awesome. We had a lot of fun with that game before
14, yeah.
before the spam started happening.
Yeah.
Just Cause 3, I have as an honorable mention because I got to have my own soundtrack with that game.
Yes.
And I played.
Was it 3 or 2?
That was 2. I'm sorry. Yeah, that was 2. I couldn't use my soundtrack with Part 3, but Part 3 did have better action than Part 4. Part 4 I had a couple issues with, even though it was fucking dope. But 3 was really, really awesome. You could do so much in that game that you could just play it forever. That's done. Spec Ops: The Line.
Oh,
I could talk about that game for hours.
Jesus.
I played it the wrong way because it's so deep. Yo, there's like you could walk through the game and see like the environment, turn around, and it's gone. Like this shit, it fucks with your head. And I didn't really get that part of the game. I want to play it again because I've looked up a lot of things about that game.
I played a little bit of that game.
It's awesome.
I got it for free on what was it, the NVIDIA Shield.
Shout out
TV.
to Politically. They just made another donate. Am I reading that right? For 100?
What? Someone donated $100.
$1.
$1.
$1?
It might be $1.
It might be $1.
Whatever.
Thank you.
We'll take
$1
that.
or 100.
Hey.
Money is money.
I appreciate
It's
it.
all
Thanks
good,
for
man.
the love, guys. Thanks
I
for
mean,
the
we're
love.
not asking for it, but
Yeah.
we appreciate
Yeah,
it.
we
That's
appreciate
awesome.
it, man.
Appreciate it.
We love games. We're just gonna keep talking that shit about it.
That game that you're talking about was the first one I saw that had like a vast like area behind you, like the huge buildings and everything like that. That
Oh,
was the-
Spec Ops.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the first game I seen that had something like that grandiose.
Army of Two. I think the second one did that too. They had like a lot of crazy environments.
100. Thank you for that donation.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you guys are awesome. Thank you so. Thank you
shit.
so much, man.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You guys are really fucking cool. Binary Domain for Xbox 360.
Oh man, I should have put that on.
Yeah, Binary Domain.
Damn, I
that
forgot
is a
about that.
sleeper.
That's
That is a
2000. That's the 2010s.
I think
Nah,
it
that
was
was 13.
I think
Oh,
2000.
2012.
12 or
Dude,
13.
that shit's co-op online, which is
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah.
That is a really good game, man.
It should be local
It's like
co-op.
it's like a berserk.
Berserk.
It's like a Gears of War,
Gears of War.
iRobot type mix.
Yeah.
It's really awesome.
Yeah.
So fun. We were watching the YouTube video of it the other day, and I'm like, it still holds up graphically.
I played that late
It's so
into
good.
the game, but it was still good.
Dude,
it was worth
it's
it.
so good. I feel bad for saying this didn't make my top 10, but Rise of Tomb Raider, part 2 of part of the remakes. That was a lot of fun. Part 3 fell short. Part 1 was awesome, but the second one was really, really, really dope. Really dope. I like
agree.
that game a lot.
I knew you were gonna say it, so it's on the list.
Yeah. I have one more for honorable mention. Blasphemous for Nintendo indie game for Nintendo Switch.
You're crazy.
Styx is going to continue to hate
crazy.
because the game is so demonic
Yeah, you're
and
evil
graphic and grimy, but it is such a great platformer. So awesome. The techniques, the moves you get, the bosses,
I'm gonna get
the
Exorcist.
music. Al, you could agree with this. The
Yeah.
music is
Yes.
so trancey.
Yes.
It just puts you in a mood where it's like,
Yes.
yo, this game, it's so good. I'm so sad that I can't put it on my top 10, but yeah, those are my honorable mentions.
Okay,
Those
good.
are all my honorable mentions.
All right, I'm
Went through them pretty quick.
gonna bark through these quick. Ready?
Go for it.
Tetris Effect.
Next.
No, that was actually that's good. I was gonna fire him off. I'm not giving no explanations, just going right through them. Ready? Tetris Effect, Astral Chain, Titanfall 2, Push Mo, Door Kickers Action Squad, War Groove, DMC, Devil May Cry, Metal Gear Rising, Revengeance.
Wait, you gotta slow you down. Don't make. Oh, how did I put that? Yo, DMC.
There you
I
go,
didn't
yeah.
put, I didn't
You
put
okay?
DMC
DMC.
in there.
DMC.
You're right over there, bro.
All right, quick thing about DMC. I love that game so much.
Oh,
I had it
so
for the
good.
360. I loved it so much that I bought it again for the PS4.
It's so
and I beat
good.
it again.
Oh my god,
It's
so
awesome
good.
game. Awesome
I'm
game.
so pissed at
Metal Gear Rising Revengeance.
Oh, why did I put?
Why are you yelling into your mic, man?
That's an awesome
Sorry,
game, by the
sorry.
way. Yeah.
Yo, dude, that game was so.
Metal
good.
Gear Rising Revengeance is what it should be on the best game of the decade,
Oh my god.
but I have my top 10.
It's so good.
I wanted to add it in. It was a tough call to add it.
You can chop watermelons.
You can.
You can chop anything.
Or turn people into
Yeah,
watermelons
turn
and chop
people-
them up.
Turn them into water.
Come on, man.
And last one is Telltale Walking Dead.
Ooh, look at that's a good one. That's a very good one.
All right.
That's my honorable mentions.
Actually, what do I have on here? Hey, yo. Okay. I didn't really name it that way, so I got to go through here a little bit more cautiously. A lot of this stuff could have been easily top 10.
Want a little bit of the bubbly?
I will, man.
Oh,
No, I don't think this anymore. I don't think.
all
All right, let me see. What don't I have on my top? Okay. So, honorable mentions here. Alan Wake.
Oh shit!
I have to
That's a good
honorable
one.
mention that one because that was a
was a good one.
classic game
forgot
at the
about
time that it came out. What else? Honorable mention. I have a lot of stuff on
I
here.
wanted to
It's just
play
top
that
10.
the other day. Alan Wake. That was a good game.
Yeah, Jay liked that shit.
Honorable
Chocolate
mention. I will say. This is hard. This is hard.
Pick something, Musa.
Yeah, right.
No, it's
going
a
along.
choice between two games, and I'm trying to pick which one I would
It's
pick. over.
honorable mention, and the other one.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, so you don't have your list already.
I'm not already set that way.
Yeah, separate
I'm gonna
ones.
say. Ooh, this is rough.
You better pick something.
Yeah, you're not going. You're not
Double
on trial,
Dragon
man.
Neon.
Honorable
No, I'm gonna
mention.
pick Double Dragon Neon as honorable mention.
Okay.
It's rough. You know it's
Well,
between.
I set a separate list of co-op that I
Yeah,
did.
okay.
Yeah, I set a separate.
but you
list.
know what it's between.
Yeah.
Anything that's mentioned is okay.
That's
Yeah, no, it's still part of the whole
Anything
thing.
that's mentioned is good.
Heavy Rain,
Oh, really?
yes,
That was a good game, but
Heavy
Yeah.
Okay.
rain.
because
Okay.
my type of game.
yeah,
That sparked the whole
That is your shit.
type of game.
That's
that
I like that game too.
Everyone was good.
Let's see, Inside. That definitely
Oh
was
shit,
good.
that's a good
I-
game
that
too.
was-
Fuck, I
Inside.
should have put that in there. I should have put that on my list, man. As honorable mention.
You go.
Kev, you don't know what game that is?
What?
Do you know what game that is?
What? Okay.
He saw
Inside?
Inside. He saw
Yeah.
Inside.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
was wondering because you had a look on your face like.
I was like, nah.
You
No, I was like,
looked
He thought,
confused
he
like.
thought of a nasty joke.
Oh,
I did, I was like-
That's why I said inside and I winked at the camera.
inside.
Inside.
Terrible.
Wink,
Damn,
wink, nudge,
right,
nudge.
you like that.
I thought it was an activity. And stuff like
Wow.
that.
Oh, wow.
Jake finish his list.
I'm gonna continue my
Sorry,
list,
Yeah, please do.
regardless of what y'all talking about.
Yeah.
So, Until Dawn
Oh,
is on my list.
shit,
I watched
another
that,
good
right?
That was
That's another good
amazing.
one.
I watched
yeah.
that.
Yeah, you watched
Yeah,
that.
I watched
good
it.
one,
It was
man.
hugely entertaining.
That was fun to watch.
It's fucking fun to
fun
play.
to play.
That
Fun to
was-
play.
Yeah, it's a fun
That was
to
dope.
play.
That was pretty dope.
And I gotta. Oh, these are all like top games. So it's hard to pick like honorable from here. Ori and the Blind Forest.
Never played it.
I don't know why I say the blind fart.
The fart, yeah. Ori and the Blind
That's the
Forest
secret.
That's a hell of a game.
is
Smell
an
it.
Ori and the
amazing
Blind
game. So
Looks beautiful.
yeah, it's one of the. I'm just waiting on the sequel forever.
I never played it.
But it's if you like Metroidvania games, it is astounding and beautiful, and the music is ridiculous.
Music's so important.
Yeah. So it looks like it's like the game for Saturn. What's the dude?
A stall?
Stall. It reminds me of a stall, but
That soundtrack's
like a
retarded.
new version of a stall, way more polished.
That soundtrack in the stall is
I
insane.
forgot to add. I'm sorry. I forgot
Got it
to
out.
add my one game, Hollow Knight. I forgot to add that. I'm sorry.
Yes, Hollow Knight is in the same category as
Hollow Knight.
Ori in that.
That just reminded me when you said Metroidvania. I was like, oh, wait.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, we all forgot games, definitely.
But I haven't beat it, so that's why.
Yeah.
It's
And
not on top.
Detroit Become Human.
Oh,
So it's one of those games. It was one of the games I played a couple of games that did this to me.
I thought that would
during
be on
the
your
same
top
year.
10.
It was close. All these are very close to being on top 10.
I thought that would be.
But the way it dealt with how AI was like introduced into society and how it can make you feel as a person, as a player of the game.
It was a very philosophical,
Yeah.
makes you think type
Nothing-
of game. It was a very
nothing
smart
did that.
sci-fi game.
Quite that way, except for
Yeah.
another game that's in my top 10, but I'm not going to talk about that one just yet.
It makes you think about the fucking morality of.
You
AI.
have a connection with your AI,
Yes, yeah.
which is nothing that anything has ever done
Yeah.
until that point.
That's good.
Yeah,
It builds you up
Yeah, it's crazy.
in your relationship with AI. You're like,
My turn. All right, honorable mentions, right?
go through it. Go through it.
Okay, Mega Man 11.
Why
Back
you so,
up.
so
Okay.
close
Sorry.
to the goddamn mic?
Jeez.
He's eating that thing.
Okay,
Mega Man, what?
Mega Man 11.
Oh yeah.
I thought you
think-
said Mega Man Legends. I was like, that's not
Yeah,
the
right.
same.
It was like,
I-
what?
Mega
on
Man
Jay's
11.
list.
No, it's my favorite Mega Man game. I think.
Really?
That's, yeah, it's. I
Mega
think
Man 11.
Really?
Mega Man 11 is my favorite
Wow.
Mega Man
Oh,
game.
okay.
Favorite
They really
regular.
didn't do it for
Yeah.
you.
Nah,
Wow.
man. It's just the powers and everything put
Okay.
it over the top. I think
Okay.
it was really good.
Anything else?
Yeah, Berserk Band of the Hawk. Eric
Okay.
kind of gave the reason. The way it told the story and the way it plays as a Warriors game is
Beautiful.
different. It's just like it's not
Beautiful.
exactly the same, and they really captured
Awesome
guts.
game.
Super Mario Galaxy 2, honorable mention. Mario Kart 8, Mario Brothers U.
I was gonna add Mario Kart 8, but I knew you would have it.
Yep.
That's
Uh,
awesome.
Mario
racing game.
Brothers, you.
Hell yeah. 4 players. Awesome
Oh,
game.
the side scroller.
Yeah.
Oh, that's epic.
Yeah.
That's an epic game. That's
Two
really
games.
good.
Okay.
Bayonetta 2. Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. It is underrated. Underrated.
No one
and
knows
is-
about that.
I
No,
forgot
no
to
one-
put that one on my list, man.
It was one of the least selling Zelda games, but it's awesome.
Yeah,
It's
you
an awesome
bought it, you
game.
bought it, you
I
bought
bought that,
Yeah, you're
and
good.
I love playing that game. Starlink Battle of Atlantis
It's
does
fine.
not
It's $6.
get enough
Dude, it's
credit.
$6 right now.
Awesome freaking game, and it should. That's how Star
to
Fox
cut you
should
off,
evolve.
Not to cut you off, but I was watching Spawn Wave's news thing. He was talking about Starlink. Is I think dropped to $6.
It's $6 right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
$6.
yeah,
And he
yeah.
was like, he's like, I like this game, but if it was all Star Fox, yeah, I'd be really happy if it was all Star Fox.
Mhm.
Like a lot of people are like, I want Star Fox to play like this.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, it never
that's
dropped
how
to
it is.
$6.
But
if
it's
it was
not Star
Fox.
Fox.
$6 is fucking crazy.
Yeah,
But it's
with
not
the
Star
toy.
Fox.
With the toy, everything.
That's insane, dude.
It's not Star Fox. Though.
Is that co-op by the way?
Yeah.
We gotta get down.
Yeah.
I'll get down some co-op.
It's
$6.
got a co-op mode. Yeah.
$6
For $6.
Yo, I'll get down.
Can't go
man.
wrong.
No, you could be, and I could be Star Fox.
And I
You could
could
be
be-
Falco.
Oh, dude, we gotta get down. Dude, why didn't we start this earlier? Come on. Man.
All right, but let's see. Valkyrie Chronicles 4. You guys went over that. Assassin's Creed Black Flag 4. Shovel Knight. That's gotta be mentioned.
That was almost in my top 10,
Yeah.
but it's
'Cause
so good.
It's got the main campaign. Main campaign could be 2 players. Then you got the other 3 characters after that. A lot of variety. Awesome game. Fire Emblem Warriors. Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise. Underrated. Awesome. If you're a fan of Fist of the North Star, it really does. It's the way it switches the story and everything is really awesome.
Some good
Awesome.
ones on there.
Octopath Traveler. Awesome.
Ooh, that
Wow.
didn't make the top 10 though.
No, it didn't make the top 10.
That must have been
Because it
pulling
took too
teeth.
long.
It took up my life. Don't fuck that game.
Well, he started playing in 2018.
There's still secret bosses I think about that I want to fight. And the true boss, I still have to fight that. It's going to be years.
My man poured 2 years of his life into that game.
Yo, it was at a 10, and then it took too long. He dropped it to an 8. He's like, fuck this. It's taking too
No,
long.
this is gonna honorable mention.
You're out of your
Honorable
damn
mention.
way.
Dark Falls.
I haven't beat this game yet, but it has to get an honorable mention because I already know it's the best of its series so far. I haven't beaten it yet. Dragon Quest 11. Batman Arkham Knights.
That's your honorable mention.
That's an
Arkham
honorable
Knight?
mention.
Oh,
That's
okay.
an
Okay.
honorable
I was about to
mention.
say, ooh.
Okay.
And yeah,
All right.
I'll tell you why I didn't make it later. But
Okay, no.
Metal Gear Solid 5. Honorable
I
mention.
hated that
mention.
game.
No, that game is no. I hated the fact that they didn't finish it. I hate the fact that
They fired
Act-
Kojima.
Yeah, they fired Kojima, and Act 2 has no relevance because that last piece of that wasn't finished. They didn't let Kojima finish, but it has the best play style of all the freaking Metal Gear games. So it's
Really?
gotta get it's the best
I just
playing.
remember crawling around a hospital.
Mass Effect 2 and 3. I can't pick one, so I have to
Yeah, group
name
them
both.
Yeah, I group.
That's all
I
one game.
I group a game or two.
Super
Also.
Mario Odyssey is an honorable mention because it's the best 3D Mario sandbox Mario.
I can see
Oh,
that.
okay, good. You said
You think it's the
Sandbox
best?
Mario.
No, the best sandbox Mario,
Yeah, good,
not
good.
the best 3D
3D
Mario.
Mario, we know.
I got
Not the best 3D.
Not the best
Yeah,
3D.
definitely a great game. It was a great game.
Hold up though. I want to make sure that I got that Mario game in the top 10.
Did I take that?
No, I put that. Whatever. Mario Galaxy 2. That's an honorable mention. That's fine. All right, and a couple more. Overcooked 2.
Damn, man.
See, I put my.
Well, that's gonna be part of.
It's gonna be-
I put my co-op
It'll go
separately,
into
yeah.
the multiplayer, so I didn't put
That's
too
true,
many.
yeah.
Same thing with Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. That's gonna go into the
Yeah.
There's a lot
multiplayer.
of shit I forgot,
Yeah.
man.
2 more. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2.
Oh,
Honorable mention. Awesome game. Underrated. Chalk. You need Dragon Ball fan. You need to play on that.
Oh, that wasn't even
What
English.
the heck was
wasn't
that?
even
What did you
English.
just
You need to
say?
play
That
up on
wasn't
that.
Play up on that.
That wasn't
And
English.
Dragon
talk-
Age
talk-
Inquisition. Dragon Age 3
Okay,
deserves an
okay.
honorable mention.
The only Dragon Age fan in the group.
Awesome game.
Nobody knows what you can
Awesome
say.
games.
Anything about that game would just be like, okay, it's all right. I don't know anything about
I
the
don't
game.
play
All
any
right,
Dragon,
yeah.
Dragon Age.
Yo, before
And Diablo 3. Sorry. Honorable mention.
before Chocolate goes, this champagne got me fucked up, dude. I mean,
That's why I
That's why I
stopped.
stopped. All right.
well, they're both done, so I mean,
Yeah, me too, man.
and I'm
Good.
done.
Okay. So my honorable mentions: Ultimate Alliance 3.
Oh, honorable
Love it.
mention?
Yeah.
Okay.
Honorable
Awesome
mention.
game.
Final Fantasy 15.
Ooh.
Wow.
The narrative of that game, fire.
I didn't even know you were playing that.
Yeah, I know. I played it. It
Oh, okay.
was so good, so good. I really enjoyed it because, it was like the story just got you really involved, and
Okay.
then when you got to the end, and you're like, damn.
You
know
know,
what I
definitely
mean?
one of the better Final Fantasies.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Talk
Yeah.
about that later.
Borderlands 3, because it got me to take Dragon Ball FighterZ out of my Xbox.
Plus, you haven't beaten it.
Smash Ultimate,
Okay.
Arkham City,
Oh, wow.
Halo 5.
Wait, that's an honorable mention. I'm surprised that's not your number one game.
Yeah, right? I thought that was
No,
really
no,
There's
no,
not
something
your-
certain- there's
No, no,
something
no,
Halo,
else.
Halo.
There's something else. There's something else.
Exactly.
Uh-oh.
Gears 5, Vanquish.
Honorable mention?
Vanquish.
Vanquish.
Wait.
Wait, is that in the decade?
Yeah.
That was
I looked.
2010.
I looked.
Oh shit, for real?
I
was
looked.
2010.
I looked.
That's
I
like
didn't
right
even
on
know
the
that.
line,
sure.
right? It's right on the
That's
Had to
right
line.
on the
make sure.
line.
I was looking it up. I thought it was PC.
Same
That
here,
was,
man.
Yeah, I thought it was
No, it came out in 2010.
Really?
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
I would have had it on mine.
Me
But
too.
I'm glad you said it because
Yeah, no,
that
it's-
would obviously make our list. 'Cause
Resident
that game is
Evil.
yeah.
fucking awesome.
Resident Evil 5 came out in 2009. Which
Yep,
would've
yep.
been
I
on
was
my
going.
list.
I was going to add it. I was
Yeah,
going to
yeah,
add
No,
it.
it's
Oh
not-
my
it's not in
God.
there. It's not in there. It's not in there.
Yeah, it's 2009.
I could add 6 on my honorable mentions.
I gotta throw Resident Evil 6 on my
Don't put
honorable
it on
mentions
there.
because I
Don't
love
do
that
that. Don't
game.
do it.
Resident
I
Evil
do
6 is
too.
good.
I love that game.
It's good.
It's good. Okay.
And my last honorable mention is Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Cut.
Okay.
That was awesome though.
All right.
Better than Ultimate.
All right.
Yeah.
So
I
now we're
forgot.
doing
I
the
thought that
top
was the
10.
same game. Oh, yeah. That explains how good Infinite was.
Now we're going to the top 10.
All right.
Right.
All right.
Top 10.
Let's do it.
Top 10.
Are you ready?
Top 10. All right, he's not ready. Top 10.
I'm
is mine. We
always-
said it, we
I'm-
said it.
I'm-
I
mean,
can
I
start.
don't know.
I can start.
Go.
You wanna
Oh,
start?
we're gonna go back now.
start.
All right. One of my top 10 games of the decade, Halo Reach.
Halo
I know.
Reach.
You're reaching. You're reaching.
Yeah, stop reaching.
You know what? I'm surprised you didn't pick the collection because it has all of them in it.
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah, right.
that's cheating.
Yeah, that
That's
is cheating.
No, it's a game.
That's cheating. No, but Halo
That's
Reach
Jay's
because
fucking-
you had like a connection with your squad, and then
Kind of a reach.
spoiler alert,
I keep saying that.
like you play through the game and your squad's getting picked off one by one till you're down to the last man at the end of the game, and you're literally fighting off the Covenant by yourself, and you're getting swarmed, and that's the end of the game. And it's like, damn, you went out fighting the way any hero would want to,
Okay.
And okay, next.
All right. The top 10.
Well, he just went through one of his, so now you go through
We'll go
one.
one.
of yours.
Super Mario 3D World.
Yes, that's part of mine, so you don't have to say it.
Yep.
You can do this.
Yes.
Co-op.
Awesome game. 3D game.
4 players.
Co-op. 4 players.
Best Mario.
That was the best Mario. That's the
That's my
best
favorite
Mario,
Mario.
game. Yes, my favorite Mario game.
Yeah,
That's
that blows
awesome.
away Odyssey for me.
It does.
That's the best Mario
It does. Yeah. It was awesome.
4 players. Crazy. That's all you gotta say.
Yep. That's all I gotta say.
With the cat suit.
Yeah. Katsu was fire.
Oh yeah. All right, what do I have in here? I know it's on everybody, so I might as well just get it out the way.
Oh, we're just doing one at a time. All right.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Marvel's Spider-Man.
That's easily. Wait.
Agreed.
Wait.
No.
Is that on everybody's?
Nope.
That's-
Not on mine.
I got Spider-Man.
It's on
Yours?
mine. Definitely on mine.
Yours?
It's on mine, yeah.
Mine?
Oh, yeah.
It's not on yours.
Not on mine, no.
You know, get the fuck out of here. Get out.
on, man.
You know what?
was-
You know
I
what's
was-
fucked up? I beat the game and I forgot to put that shit on my honorable mentions because there's a ton of games I didn't put on.
I fought
I
myself
forgot.
not to put that in my top 3.
Yeah.
And I really had to fight to not put that game
Yo,
is
I'm-
fucking perfect.
I'm naming these games in no particular order.
Yeah,
No,
same
no,
here.
no.
I can't.
I've
There
only,
is no
I
top
can
three or
only
anything.
name one for my favorite.
Well, we only picked one for top.
yeah,
top.
everything else
Yeah,
is just
yeah.
That's
But I
still
know
hard.
Yeah.
I know it's on almost everyone's.
yeah. Spider-Man
so
is
Spider-Man was just the perfect
What a-
storm.
Yeah,
of,
no, I agree.
Superhero-ness.
Yeah, it was perfect. There was
agree.
nothing about that game that I could say they could have done better.
I
I'm
have,
happy.
I have
and
zero.
every story.
I have zero complaints.
Yeah.
Like you
About that
said,
game.
Fire.
like you
Yeah.
said, Arkham Knight was honorable mention.
Mm-hmm.
My problem with Arkham Knight and why it's not perfect is
I said
because of
City was honorable mention for me.
Did you say Arkham Knight? I said Arkham Knight.
He said Arkham
I
Knight.
said Arkham Knight. Yeah, that was
What do you
mine.
do?
Yeah.
You said Arkham City. You said Arkham Knight. Okay.
So the reason why I didn't pick that over like for best like superhero, it's because the bosses in that game weren't the greatest.
That's the reason why I
didn't
yeah.
like
Arkham Knight did not have the greatest bosses.
It didn't have the greatest boss.
and the car thing was a little redundant. So Spider-Man, I can't say anything about that I didn't like. Like they had parts that changed up how you played, which some people might not like those parts, but they were there, so it didn't get repetitive.
Mhm.
And I ended up. Like, I don't know if this happened to everyone, but I ended up just swinging around the town, stopping every crime I saw.
No, I did everything.
everything.
Dude, I wanted to
And
rush through the
found
game.
everything.
I completed 95% of it.
I didn't
Because
do
I'm
it.
like, this is just too fucking fun.
It's-
I 100% of that game.
Yeah.
I'm
It
probably
made
the
you
Too
only-
fun.
want to do everything, in
Even the DLC?
game.
I'm the only person that didn't do everything.
That's why it's not. in your
Well,
list.
that's why you need to leave right now.
See you guys later.
But yeah, that game,
Beautiful.
flawless. So
Masterpiece.
it's definitely on game of the decade.
Masterpiece.
How about you?
Al?
No, I don't deny that was a masterpiece. Very good game.
Beautiful game. That's why I was like, damn, I don't know what I could say wrong about this game.
It's hard to pick
Um,
from the decade, man. It
yeah.
is.
It's so hard.
From
The
the
It,
Spider-Man
decade.
it comes down to
doesn't.
personal preference
It
when,
really
when you
does.
pick to your number one.
Yep.
It really does.
It's not that the other games, they're not good
No,
enough.
it's
It's what
mentioned.
you like personally. That's what it is
Yeah.
about.
'Cause
Every-
you know what game was the best game.
Yeah.
But it's just
All the
personal.
games that everybody mentioned are good games.
It's a
like,
personal-
Yeah.
Favorite.
Yeah.
What do you got on there?
First one I got on here. I play this every day. Tetris 99 is it's on my top 10.
That's not your number one. That's not your number.
It's not my number one.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, no, I have top.
I'm eager to hear your number one then. Actually,
I have 10. I have 10.
Okay, so Tetris 99. All right.
I don't have them in any order. I love all 10 equally. Like there is no number one.
Exactly.
It's all 10. I love them all. Like I can.
No,
I can't-
you're lying.
I can't pick one. I can't pick one.
Disrespect.
I can't pick one. All right, if you want to pick one, I'd say Tetris 99 is not the number one game then.
Okay.
Because I play it every day. So.
Go ahead.
You can't do number one yet.
You just ruined the hype up.
Well, you did. You said fucking
No,
pick your one.
I
I can't wait to hear
I
your one.
didn't-
I don't
I
have it in any. Did you not hear us say
I said
we
that
don't have
too.
it in any particular order?
I said
Why are
that.
you getting drunk and angry?
Someone's had too
That's
much
what happens when you have a little bit of the bubbly.
Yeah, right.
Well, actually, in this case, a little too much of the bubbly.
Little too much of the bubbly. So
No, but
99? Okay.
no, that's it. That's my number one.
All right. I'm going to pick. What's that game? I have the second part of the name, but Shadow of War.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Shadow of War.
That
Uh-huh.
the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lord
Shadow of
of the Rings.
Yeah,
I was gonna say that.
Holy shit, that game. Holy shit. All I gotta say is holy shit, that game. Wait, how many people here have not played that game?
I haven't played
I
it.
have not played it.
I've seen you play it. I was entertained.
Ow.
I played
played
it.
it.
'Cause
I love
Matt
it.
for
I
the
love
years,
it.
never
Three
took you
fucks
out.
have not played
I know,
that
I
game.
know, I know.
It makes me want to throw my phone at them.
I know.
I saw you play it. Listen,
I don't
listen.
give a shit. You didn't say it.
I
You
know
still
I
didn't
would
play Devil
enjoy
May
it.
Cry 5.
I'm glad you
Yeah,
said that.
Because I'm playing another game.
Did you play God of War?
I'm actually glad you said that one.
I'm playing that later.
Okay.
It's a backlog.
All right, then.
I'm gonna throw this at him. Hold up.
I'm glad you said that game.
No, that game is
That
so
game.
fucking awesome. I was gonna say,
I'm
you know,
glad
the
you said
first one, you know, shout out Mordor or whatever, but no, the second one takes everything in part one on steroids.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
There's only one bad thing. One bad thing that's in that game. Only one.
The
And
end?
that's the loot boxes.
Oh, it's loot boxes. Oh yeah,
They got
had
rid
the
of them.
artificial.
When
they
you,
had
if
the
you
rid of
guys
them,
play
yeah.
them, they're gone.
Yeah, yeah.
We played them with loot boxes.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
had the artificial level grind.
And it was like
On some bullshit.
it was like every time you go to the menu, they would fucking it'd be like, oh, you wanna, you know, or
You want to
or
purchase
do
this?
the
Da-da-da.
yeah. They had some
yourself.
stupid like fucking.
But
try
you
to
guys
get
play
your-
now, they're gone. They got rid
Yeah,
of them.
they
There's
got
too
rid of
many
them.
people complain.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you won't experience
Yeah,
it. The
yeah,
game
yeah.
is, the story's dope. Ending I liked a lot.
Everything is dope.
It's so, if you like the Batman, you know,
Didn't you have to buy the ending?
no.
To buy the
No,
ending.
no.
I don't know about it. No.
Was there a part that you had to like? There was something that got you pissed
Oh,
off.
you could. You
Because you
could.
had to purchase something to
you,
get to it.
You could. Yeah, there was a. It's fucked up. There is a part in the game that you can't get to by just playing it.
Yeah.
You have to purchase a fucking.
Sorry.
Fuck, I forgot what it was. It was
The
it was-
ending.
yeah, well, not
The
really.
ending.
In all, yeah. If you want to like cheat through it, yeah, you could. There was
If
a
you
way
want
to.
to cheat through it. I played through it.
There was a
I
way
got
you
it. I
could
got
pay
it.
to. It's a pay to win fucking
Oh, that's
bullshit,
fucking,
man.
that's
It's
fucking,
fucking bullshit.
no,
It's
I didn't
bullshit.
do that. I didn't do that shit at all. But no,
Yeah.
that's easily on my top 10 for that
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
That was so awesome.
Okay.
But I had a lot of fun playing it. Also,
Great.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Back to
Boom.
me.
Back to you.
All right, where am I gonna go? I'm gonna say Gears 3.
Okay.
Gears
Oh,
of War.
I can
That's a good
co-sign
one.
on that.
That's a good
Because-
I
one.
can
Man.
co-sign on
It-
that.
it-
That was
it-
dope.
The thing is, like Gears 5, the campaign was excellent, but Gears 3 edges it out because I'm more invested in those characters a little bit more than I am
Yeah.
with the new ones.
Okay.
So, and the campaign was dope, tons of
3
drama.
was awesome.
3
And-
felt like the last one to me.
Exactly.
It felt like the last one. I didn't finish
Exactly.
5, but 3 felt like the last one to me.
Exactly.
So-
It did, and that's what made it so good. Like it like tied up all the loose ends
Okay.
pretty much. And then Gears 4 opened a whole bunch of loose ends. But whatever.
yeah.
But
Gears 4
Gears-
is not on my list at
Gears
all.
of War 3, yeah, definitely fire game. Fire.
Yeah.
All right. Mine, Assassin's Creed Unity.
That's on mine.
Unity.
That is one of my tops for the
Unity.
decade.
Okay.
And it gets a lot of hate because of the freaking, I don't know, I guess the PC one was glitched. They had a botch launched or whatever like that. I played the game after it was patched and after they gave Dead King's DLC for free, you know, which is an awesome DLC.
I don't
but
think I played that.
it is the only Assassin's Creed game that has dabbled in a co-op, in a co-op missions and stuff like
How
that.
fun was that shit?
They're awesome. They're up to 4 players. The game is, you know, the way you customize your character with the different mix and matching with the different outfits. No other Assassin's Creed game has done that. You could upgrade different parts of your outfit after that, but the way they got in with the clothes and stuff was crazy. The way you drop smoke bombs, you can kind of play it in different styles. And
The
the
Phantom
fighting.
Blade, man.
The Phantom Blade
Phantom
is
Blade.
all day.
The Phantom
Hell
Blade
yeah.
is
Hell
one of
yeah.
the most awesome weapons that's been in any Assassin's Creed game. It's crazy, and it's just like the fact that this game does not get respected the way it should is really.
To me, it's
really
the last
messed up.
Assassin's Creed game I played.
Yeah,
To me, that's the last
it's
Assassin's
a real.
Creed game.
You're really an assassin.
Yeah,
in it.
no,
It's not
you know?
Assassin's Creed no more.
No,
It's
everything
it's
after that,
300.
it was
Something else,
300.
yeah.
Assassin's
Yeah,
Creed
yeah.
Origins was dope, but it wasn't Assassin's Creed. It wasn't Assassin's Creed.
You know, it's
Unity was the best.
I like Unity the best. Unity was really, really cool. And if you're a fan of the series and you're hating on it, you ain't no fan.
But to kind of add to what you're saying, you could also add to your playstyle. If you're more of a, stealthy kind of guy, you could do the Phantom Blade, sneak up on people. But there's also rifles and shit.
They had rifles.
So
yes.
so if you want to like do some long range, like sniping people and stuff like that, you could do that also.
Yeah.
You know, and it's,
I was actually a sniper. I was actually for whatever reason, like I usually like to run and gun.
Yeah.
And do like that type of shit. But with that game, with Unity, I was very stealthy, man. I fucking.
no, it's
I'll tell you,
really
it's fun.
It
everyone
was
has
fun
their
to
own
do
way of
that.
playing it.
It's
fun to do that.
You don't play it like how I play it, and I don't play it how
Yeah,
Seth
no
play
one
it.
plays
It's
that.
all different.
And it's all
And
different.
no other Assassin's Creed's ever been like that.
And its
Yeah.
hand-to-hand combat is the best, I think.
Yes,
in the
It is,
series.
it is.
I think
I
it
agree with
is the
that.
best in the series.
I agree.
Origins was good, but it felt like Legend of Zelda in a lot of ways. You know, it really felt
Yeah.
like
Wow.
You
Sword
like
and
that Jack
Shield.
the Ripper game that didn't have any good hand to hand?
No, Syndicate. All right, let me tell you about Assassin's Creed Syndicate. It played like the old Assassin's Creed games. You know, it's like, oh, someone's blocking. Okay, you have to stun them
Simplified.
first. And it was like they kind of tried to take the old Assassin's Creed games and the Arkham games and make it Assassin's Creed. I did not. I thought it
And
was a step back.
Syndicate was awesome.
Syndicate was
I
an awesome
really
game.
like Syndicate. It's not Unity.
So they
Yeah,
just simplified it basically. Just
They simplified the fighting.
appeal to more like general audience.
Also, not to continue to talk about this game, but if someone's a level 10 and I'm level 5 and I shoot them in the head, they should be fucking dead. I don't give a fuck.
Agreed.
I put an
Yeah,
arrow
yeah,
in your
yeah.
fucking head.
Yeah.
No matter what game it is, not just Assassin's
Yeah,
Creed.
if I put an
no, it
arrow
doesn't
in your
matter.
You're
eye,
fucking dead.
Yeah,
The difficulty to do that should be,
progress.
something like
properly, right?
It should be like, maybe my thing is like, like I can't like hold it down and shoot him in the head, but
They
like,
should at least move.
like,
Yeah.
I'm
no.
level 10.
Or they
Yeah.
dodge.
Just
I'm sorry,
move.
like if I shoot, they go.
They move,
Yeah,
yeah.
that would make
They
sense.
should move or have a
If I
helmet
put
or
an
something.
arrow in your fucking head,
Just stand
you
there.
die.
drop.
and if you're running after me with an arrow in your eye, I'm mad.
Yeah, that is stupid.
no.
Not unless you're a robot.
Yeah.
What about you, Jay?
Yeah.
Well, someone said Mario Kart 8, so I'm not going to dive too deep into it.
Good.
What a game.
But as
What a
far
game.
That
as
is a good
kart
game.
What a game.
games and kart-based racers, like that's
Pinnacle.
the best that you're going to
That
do.
is.
Like, there's no reason. It's kind of like,
Right.
whenever we reach the top, there's no reason to even make a sequel. Just do downloadable content, and we're happy with that. You can just keep
Yeah, there's no
adding stuff
dispute
to
on
it,
that, man.
and we're fine with it.
No.
But
dispute
they
with
even know they did like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe,
Mm-hmm.
which is that would be on my list, obviously, because it's just Mario Kart 8 with everything.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
right.
but there's really nothing. I don't think, besides adding it, and making like a Super Smash Kart Racing,
Yeah.
and just add everyone.
Just
They
add
might as well
everyone.
now.
Yeah. They
I
could do
thought
that.
they would do that too.
Yeah, that
Link's
might be the
already
next
in there.
step, right?
You never
Yeah.
know, man. They might.
You got a bunch of characters, so you might as well do
We
it.
got a
right?
direct coming soon, so.
But
You never know.
but Mario Kart 8, that's definitely up there, and it's like you can't do like it just looks perfect.
Yeah,
Like even the graphics, like it's fine. There's nothing
Right.
you can do for it.
it is perfect.
So yeah, that's one of mine, and you can go.
All right, let's see. Next one I got here. I'm glad you said Shadow of War, because I'm going to say Shadow of Mordor.
Hey.
I couldn't put Shadow of War only because of that.
loot
that
boxes,
that
okay.
fucking took the fucking knocked the wind out of my sails. I was like,
But you don't
can't
go.
play
You
this,
don't.
man.
You don't want to give a game credit when they remove it from the game, though. It's like.
oh no, I give him credit for it. And
It was late.
the thing it was
very
It was
late.
still ruined his
it
experience.
was too
at the
late
time.
because I got it when it first came out. Look, Shadow of Mordor, first game I 100%ed, like better, before GTA and all that other shit. It's the first game I got everything, every little nook and cranny of that game.
It says a lot when you play an
I
open world
fucking
game and
love
you get
that
everything.
game.
Yeah, it does.
And I wanted to get, just like you said, we played Spider-Man. You wanted to fucking do everything.
95. Yeah.
That it's something clicked in my brain. I was like, I have to do everything. I want to do everything. I can't stop playing. It was like I came home from work.
That
I
seems
would
like a
go
good game.
home, fire the fucking shit up, and that's all or go to work, and that's all I thought about was, how do I get this? How do I fucking live? Where do I look for this? That's the type of that game set it for me. So the bar was set really high.
Yeah.
when I played Shadow of War, and then it dropped down a little bit because I was like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck? What the fuck is going on? Still had a great time with it, though. Still enjoyed the game. It
Well, Mordor didn't give you a bad taste.
Yeah, exactly. That was like in my opinion, it was deep, and it borrowed from a lot of great games. You know, God of War, fucking Batman Arkham series, fucking Assassin's Creed. It borrowed from a lot of shit and then put it in, and it made it perfect. And it made it its own thing. So, thumbs up to that, man.
Cool.
I'm going to say, geez, the remaining games are just really too good. I'm gonna say it, but I'm just gonna go for Last of Us.
Okay.
Last of Us should be on most of y'all lists.
Oh, it's on.
Last of Us.
I should have said honorable mention
It's on
because I
mine.
beat it. It should have been an honorable mention. It's not on my main list, but it's an awesome game.
That's on mine, man.
I'm a Walking Dead fan. I'm a crazy Walking Dead fan. I love crazy stories about zombies and end of the world type shit. Humans' relations with each other and stuff, how they, get through that stuff. And that game, I can't really find anything wrong with it, to be honest.
They really made you feel for all the
I felt like, whose review I was watching when they were like, they didn't want to play.
Because it would end?
No. They didn't want to continue because they were getting too emotional.
Oh, jeez.
They had to stop at a save point and be like, let me do this tomorrow.
That was me. Let me say.
You get too involved with the characters and how they're feeling and what they're going through, and it's just like, God
They had
damn.
one of the craziest intros of all time.
That really got
It really.
It'll get most people.
I got me. It got me, man.
If you want to, a lot of people, like their action games would just blow through shit. They're fighting games, but if you want to go through a game that the gameplay's good,
it's a movie.
The voice acting's good.
The voice acting is amazing.
And it emotionally gets something going inside you. Pause.
Unnecessary.
It's called love. Continue. It's called love and feelings.
You get that going. It's an epic game. It's a really, if someone says that's my favorite game of the decade, I'm not gonna argue. I would never argue that for that game. And it's a really, and I'm scared to play part 2. Yeah. I was telling Al, I was like, I'm scared to play part 2 because first of all, the graphics are getting too good. And it's looking disgusting. Everything is looking disgusting, and you're invested in these characters that you were in the first one.
And the voice acting is going to be
top notch.
And they've already delayed it. And they did it with the last one, with the first game.
Yeah, it's like you gotta delay it.
It's perfect.
It's gonna be perfect.
I could only
I'm
imagine.
gonna be like, this fucking game is stressing me out,
dude.
and it's gonna be epic. And no, that's gotta be on everybody's list for the top 10.
This year is going to be a crazy game of the year.
It's gonna be crazy, man.
Back to me. This one is a little left field, but Transformers: Fall of Cybertron.
Wow.
Yo, I'm almost so mad.
A little left field.
I'm so mad that I did not put any of those on there.
Well, the one that came out, War for Cybertron, was like 2009 or 2008.
Okay, now I feel a little bit better.
This one made the cut. I think it was like 2010, 2011.
How dope was the end?
It was
You have to play through different characters.
It was fire.
Dude,
and playing as Grimlock.
Dude.
Just when he transformed the destructive power.
Yo,
What?
I'm
did a good
happy you
job
brought that
And
up.
the thing is, I grew up on Transformers like most of us did, and it's like they got it so right, so right. Transform at will, pretty much, except with the exception for Grimlock. But Transform at will, you're blasting through. Exactly. You're blasting through your enemies, and Transformers all day.
Plus, you could put your own song on there.
Was it
The
Devastation?
first one, no, the first one you could put your own soundtrack on. The second one,
You could do it. Took it out, man.
Devastation.
And another thing they took out of the second one, they took out the co-op.
Yeah, that's the one thing I was like, damn.
Can't mention it now.
The funny thing is, I would have scored for Cybertron if it was
in the
on the year brackets, but I couldn't.
Did you play Devastation, by the way, real quick?
Yes, I did.
And that was dope too.
It was fire, but I didn't finish it.
Oh.
I think I started playing it here.
Did you?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, man. If I had the physical copy, I'd lend it to you.
But
It's dope.
But Devastation, I can list that as
I beat it
because it looks beautiful.
The last boss brings you back to the TV show, the cartoon show, and they had the music.
We need a new one.
They had a music.
crazy.
They got the soundtrack. I was like, I'm a kid again. I was like, oh my
We
god.
need a new
I
one.
wonder how much it is. I'll probably.
I wish
buy
I
it on
could. I
Xbox.
don't want to spoil
Like
it for any.
$5.
Yeah, no, you could probably get it for like less than that. Probably
Yeah.
like a couple
Dude, I
bucks.
played Dare
But
today.
definitely play it.
Dude, I play it every time
That's
I
on
draw.
my workout playlist.
Played
No,
that
I
today.
play it every week.
Dude, I just gotta say, you gotta beat the game because I don't want to spoil it, but you will be pleasantly surprised at the end.
That's
You'll be
lit.
happy.
All right, mine, Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Oh,
That game is underrated. It came out the same year as like what?
never played it.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Breath of the Wild,
Yeah.
Mario
Yeah.
Odyssey. It was
Yeah.
the same kind of year. The game is awesome, and if you play, everyone's like, Xenoblade Chronicles 1. No, 2 is better. 2 is
Right?
definitely better. The way it's all about the battle system. The battle system is crazy. The story's crazy, and
How many hours, man? Isn't it a long?
I might put in like 80 something.
Because I heard it's a long game.
No, I did a lot of the side quests. I did a lot of the side quests too, and it's just like it's a crazy game. The systems, the battle system, that is crazy. So,
I got that for you, right?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
And I still didn't get. I want to get like the DLC prequel. I still didn't buy that, but I know that's long also. I'm still thinking about getting that, but I just been playing too many stuff.
Y'all
so,
gotta
I mean,
shorten these games up, man.
All right.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is awesome.
Jeez.
Nah, if I'm paying $60
Awesome.
for a game, it better be 80 hours.
Nah, man.
Awesome.
Hey, 20 and call it.
I
that.
feel that. I feel that.
Yeah.
All right. This is gonna surprise all of y'all. So
I bet.
there's a game in here.
I bet.
So PT is on my list.
It's not even a game.
Yeah, right.
PT
It's a
is
demo.
on my list.
It's a demo.
Playable
It's a demo.
teaser. That's what it stands for.
And that's what it
it's
is.
Silent Hills. It's the trailer for that.
That never
It's a
came out.
teaser for it, and it never came out. That as a game and the experience that I had with it warranted to be on this Games of the Decade thing. Because if you didn't have it at that time period in that decade, you don't have it now. It's not even available to get now.
I don't even think that counts, man.
How does it not
It's a
count?
demo. It's not best.
You
top,
got a list.
top demos of the
You
decade.
got a list. I got a list.
You were nitpicking me before. Now it's my turn.
Children,
Yeah,
calm
you
down.
playing it.
So
A little bit of bubbly.
it has as much experience that you can get out of a game based on what it is.
How much you paid for it?
It was free.
Oh, it's a demo.
No.
That's right.
It was
You
a
paid nothing for it.
playable teaser.
That's right. That's right.
A demo for what?
That's right. It's a demo
A demo for what?
for a game that never came out.
A demo
'Cause it's
for
not
what?
a game. It's
A demo for what?
No, I'm
So is
kidding.
it better? It's the best
No,
horror
it-
game.
it's actually a
it's
very
the
good
best
game.
horror game released in the past decade.
It was a very good.
All
It
right,
was
so
very
moving
good.
on.
No, I co-sign on that. I'm just joking.
So-
It was a very good experience.
People wanted it to be a full-fledged game.
Yes.
But what they said was Silent Hills was not going to be that game at all.
And then it got canceled.
And it didn't come out. Yeah.
Norman Reedus and everything. And
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
Ended up in Death Stranding. Death Stranding's on no one's list.
No.
I'm sorry.
It's on my list, man.
I
haven't
think
even
that
read it,
PT, where you can't see his face, is a better game for him to star in.
Damn.
And it's a
Wow. Oh,
It
shit.
is.
That's fucked up. That was a shot
Damn.
at Norman Reedus, dude.
No, it's a
Well,
better
now
game.
we can't have him on the show.
No, I'm a fan of you.
Why?
all
He
right?
would say it's not a good game?
I don't co-sign on your face not being
Yeah.
shown and makes it a better game. That's messed up.
I didn't say because his face wasn't shown.
That's what I heard.
I said his face wasn't shown,
That was
heard.
heavily
but
implied.
it is still
Thank
a
you,
better
thank you,
game
thank
that
you,
he was
Jay.
in.
Thank you, Chocolate J.
Chocolate J.
Wow.
So as soon as they stop talking over me, I continue with my list. So the way that it just messed with your mind, no other game did that. And it was a simple premise, and it worked perfectly for what they did with it. And that's why it's on my list.
It's a shame. It should have been like a full game. That would have been awesome.
If
Yeah.
they just sell it, they could sell that as a game.
It would make a lot of money.
It's 3 hours, whatever. It's a
Make a
long.
lot of money.
It's a long game for what it is.
Wow.
And people would pay $10 for it, easy, easy. They pay 20.
I don't like the remaining games I got. Damn it. I can't choose.
So let's move on.
Go ahead. Move
Yeah,
on.
man. I gotta
Listen.
add Portal 2.
Portal 2, really?
Portal 2 has to be on the list. If you've ever played the single player, probably one of the best stories I've ever played.
Chuck's
in
like,
a-
fuck that game.
That game hurt
Well,
my
not the
feelings.
co-op, not the co-op. Although the co-op was still fun.
It was fun.
It
It just
still
hurt
was
my
fun.
feelings at times.
But if you play the single player, I'm talking about single player though.
Okay.
Story mode was awesome. You have an AI partner that helps you out through the game, and it's dope. And there's a crazy twist in the fucking story. Everybody should play it if you like puzzle games. Even if you don't like puzzle games, but you like adventure games, it's still fun. The story is funny. It's actually good. I recommend it.
So I picked PT, you picked P2.
All right.
All right, what do you got?
Oh, this man, listen. All right, I'll probably just go with this one. It's kind of like a 2-in-1.
Go ahead.
It's, I'm gonna pick this one over the other one. I'm gonna pick Arkham City over Arkham Knight. Even though Arkham Knight, I didn't honorable mention Arkham Knight, even though I was fighting between Arkham City and Arkham Knight.
I had a problem
Batman,
with that.
this
Yeah.
generation.
I just combine them, for
No.
me. But Arkham City to me, because the boss battles,
The bosses.
fucking bosses, that sold it for me. Because you get the whole environment to go through, and you get the build up to the bosses, and the boss fights are so dope. They're so dope.
And the story. I think Arkham City is the
and
best story.
And the Joker,
Yeah.
like it's just probably, yeah, I think after playing all of them, because I love every single one from Origins to Asylum, they're all awesome. 8 to 10, whatever. You know, they're all awesome. But City, to me, I think is the best one in the series.
Because perfect. It's like it's perfect.
It's really
It was good.
awesome. You know, the only thing that is missing is obviously the Batmobile to drive to places, but you get to glide and do whatever. I'm not going to take a point away because I can't use the Batmobile.
That was one thing I always griped about every game. I'm like, damn it, man.
Batmobile.
Fucking Batmobile. It was what was it, a cutscene or whatever? A loading screen?
the first.
I was like, fuck.
What was the first one that got disabled
the
like,
Batwing
early in the
was,
game?
Yeah.
Yep.
And you
Batwing
see
was
it.
a
You
part
see
too.
it in the first game. It's just sitting
You
there.
walk
I'm like,
around it. I was walking
I
around
can't
it like,
use this shit.
I think it crashed into Bane or something.
Yeah, some
yeah.
shit happened. But, you know,
Dope.
Arkham Knight, love Arkham Knight, but City to me, I just love the Mr. Freeze boss battle, and he goes, no, every time you hit him. No.
He had a great boss fight. That was a great boss fight.
But
actually.
I'm going to say Arkham City.
Okay.
All right. Chalk.
DJ Hero 2.
DJ Hero.
That's a left field.
That shit
Talk about left field.
Holy shit.
Yo, Chuck just dropped
What
the bomb.
the fuck? I didn't even know you owned that game.
Hell yeah, yo,
Yo,
dog.
what the fuck,
That
man?
game is so fun.
Oh,
So when it was
DJ
when it
in
was
the hole,
$10,
I'm like, wait, what? Top 10?
Nobody would have ever guessed. You fucking.
Hey, to each their own.
Game
Yeah,
is so
listen.
yo. Game is so fun. So fun. And the mashups that they have in there, yo.
I
remember the mashups.
I heard a lot of the mashups are good.
I remember the
mashups
mashups
are
were
They're
dope.
pretty good.
fire. Oh
That's
my
probably
God.
one of the. That was a good soundtrack.
I have fond memories of that game. It's a
I didn't
shame.
even know you had that.
I should
Wow.
have bought more DLC for that, but yo, that game is so fun.
What about you, Kev?
Next one, Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
Oh,
I put on the list, and
Also on my list, so
I
I'm
could-
gonna talk with you about this.
and I could equally do it for Xenoverse too, because the way they do this fan service for Dragon Ball is just crazy. But I had to put Fighter Z on there because I've played 2D Dragon Ball games on emulators and other systems, and to see this, how perfect they did a 2D team-based, it's perfect. It's perfect, and it's like, I could lose in that game, and it doesn't bother me. I'm like, I could lose, and I'm not pissed.
Every fight, it's like you're playing an episode of the show.
Yeah, it's like, and I don't get pissed. I keep fighting. I'm just like, oh, this guy just kicked my ass, and
But it
don't.
looks so beautiful.
It looks. It looks.
And it looked, he looked great doing it. Oh my God.
Like,
The inking, the crispness
yeah.
of the characters is just...
You know what's cool?
It's
It
crazy.
can't be an episode of the show because it's not like to be continued.
Yeah.
It's not thrown out each fight. You're not
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
shit
yeah.
for a fight.
It would be perfect if you were like, hold on,
No
next
time
episode.
limit.
Yeah, nobody's powering up for
Yo,
a
that
whole
would be ill.
episode.
Every time
Every
you
round
tag,
would be next episode.
every time you tag, it'll be a whole lot of loading.
The fighting
for the
system,
sequel.
the fighting system is so easy to pick up and play, but it takes time to master and just like to get used to each of the characters.
That's
There's so
cool.
much depth. It's so simple. It's so fun. It's just it's like a perfect fighting game. So I'd put it there. Yeah,
Cool.
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome.
Shit, I need a game. All right, let's make this one quick. Cuphead. So that's on my list. That's definitely on my list of
It's on my
top
co-op.
10.
You know what's fucked
My
up?
co-op is separate. My co-op is
I
separate.
had it on
So
my list.
We'll
I had
talk
to
about
check it.
all right. We'll talk about the co-op after. So that's on my list, but we'll talk about that in the co-op. So let me go to another.
I couldn't
So-
put that on my list because I never beat it.
God of War.
Yeah, I know.
Ooh.
I don't know
Also
how
on
many
my
is on.
list.
It's on yours too.
I-
God of
play it
War,
yet.
I should have put that on my list, but I forgot.
God of War is definitely on Game of the Decade.
That narrative was insane.
Yeah. So it's not, you don't have to play the other God of Wars to actually understand it because it's a total different like timeline.
No, it's a different timeline. Yeah.
I'm
But
going to do it anyway.
You can, I mean, if you have any knowledge of the old games, it'll still be bought up in this, and it's cool if you know the stuff that they added in here from
the
it.
lore.
I think
Yeah.
it's better.
So it does make it better. But even though I didn't play it, I still understand where that stuff came from.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't finish, but I played them. But you still understand where certain parts of the story come from in the other games. So the way that they changed how the entire game was, you think, oh, how is this considered a God of War? And then as you're playing it, you're like, how did they make this God of War? Because it completely turns into God of War like you remember. But I'm not going to talk about
Except for
anymore.
certain parts, certain things that
I'm gonna get to it. I will get to it this year.
But you'll
Yeah.
see,
Get to it.
you'll see how it
definitely will.
turns back into it.
I
And
never
you're like,
finished it. Man.
I thought this was like Thor up until a point.
Yeah.
Because you
yeah,
can
yeah.
make it into a Thor game if that was what
Yeah.
you wanted it to be.
Yeah,
But it
it's-
doesn't have
but-
2 at a time, Gadij D.
Yeah, no, that's what bothered me,
No.
man.
No, it does not have that.
That bothered me because it didn't have that,
But the polish in it,
and there's no jump.
the narrative of it.
no jump.
Well, yeah, there is no jump.
There's no jump. And
But
there's
it
no
made
that.
it
That's the two
weighty.
things.
It
I'm
made
like,
it weighty and more responsive because it made every movement in the game feel like it was like something you did.
I gotta say the acting in that game is
Yeah, the
Oh,
voice
yeah.
actors.
the
Oh,
freaking
yeah.
voice actors and
On-
the
Dude, I watched the
the cutscenes,
documentary
like-
on it. The documentary on
That
it
shit
was
is crazy.
excellent.
It looks like a
Excellent.
fucking action movie or like just you're watching a show.
I would
Wow.
watch that
Fucking
movie,
dope.
and I could
I gotta
swear
play
it
it.
was
It's
going
really
to be
good.
a movie
Yeah.
at
Gotta
some
play
point
it.
in time.
It really is like a movie. Like you're in like there was one part where I'm watching the fucking cinema fighting a boss, and I was just in awe because I'm like, oh shit, I gotta play now.
The
Oh, I didn't even
characters,
know what to- I'm like, oh shit, I'm getting
the,
fucked
ca-
up.
the characters that played them can play them in the movie.
Yes.
like
Yeah.
they can do
Yes.
it. Like the dude who played God of War,
Yes,
like
yes, yes.
Kratos' voice.
Yes.
If they just painted him, he can beat him.
Look like-
No.
He can beat- he's a
It's
big
gotta be
dude.
Triple H.
Triple H.
Oh,
Triple H.
Hey man, no,
H.
Triple H.
All that
Triple H looks like Kratos.
He looks like Kratos. He looks like Kratos.
But the voice and everything, like they can pull that off as a
Yeah.
movie if they wanted to.
Okay.
But that was
Interesting.
dope. It was just dope.
Boy.
Yes.
I couldn't add that on mine because even though I played about 2 hours of it and I
Oh, yeah,
didn't
beat
stop
it?
because
Yeah.
no, because I'm playing a ton of other shit
Jeez.
and I stopped and
Jeez.
then I do that a lot. I know. But actually, real quick, 2 games that I really should fucking finish, but I fucking got like little into it and I stopped. Horizon Zero Dawn and
Awesome.
also God of War was the 2 games that I really should finish.
Awesome.
And I think I should go back and
Oh, you didn't finish God of War?
He didn't
No.
finish. He didn't finish.
no. Well, that's the only one I haven't played
Both of
completely
those-
through. I beat
both
them
of
all.
those- both
Chalk.
of those
Which ones have you
should
played?
I'm not complaining that you
No,
didn't.
I don't
I'm
say
not
that, I don't
complaining
say
that you didn't beat. I'm
No,
just
I'm
saying
saying-
I can't wait until you do. Like,
Oh no, I know I'm gonna enjoy it.
I can't-
I enjoy what I've been playing so far. I'm like, holy shit, this is crazy. But it's fucking crazy that you haven't played any of the other ones, man. Nuts. But
That's
anyway, getting to my getting to the game that I would recommend in my top 10 of the decade, Mario Galaxy 2.
That's yours.
That's on.
That's a honorable mention.
That's an honorable mention.
But
for me,
that's
yeah.
my favorite 3D
That's your favorite.
Mario.
Okay.
That is the fucking
It is all. Yeah, it's
the
all-
fact that they took everything from Mario Galaxy, right? You know, you're exploring the gravity and stuff like that, where you go from world to world and stuff, and the platforming. It just took everything that was what's cool about the Mario 64, which I never owned an N64, and you know the collectathon type of like stage thing, the open world Mario or sandbox Mario. They did away with that, and they made a 3D Mario where with levels, yeah,
Yeah.
just like the old school Mario, like Mario World and Mario 3, where you pick your stage, you go to it, and they had a hub world. You know, you do it the right way. I love that, man. And
I
love
like
the
more
fact that-
focused Mario.
Huh?
More focused Mario. Like
Well,
when
that's
you're dropped in something, you have a goal to get, and that's that, instead of just go everywhere.
Well, yeah. And that's what I liked about this one. And the fact that they took everything from Mario Galaxy and then they added Yoshi to it,
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit, this is dope. And
No.
perfect controls. Perfect controls. I'm not like in favor of motion controls. But with this shit,
mean
it
waggle?
works. It works good.
It does work for that.
It works
game.
very
Yeah.
good. And
They
it's
keep
like,
you busy by doing.
it's super responsive. It's super responsive, and it just makes sense.
Yeah.
It just makes sense.
Okay.
It works.
And that, so that's my
This final
pleasantly
is
surprised.
getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna name them all anyway.
Yeah.
Well, all right. I'm gonna go with Stay of Decay 2.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I feel bad that I haven't played it in such a long time because of my backlog. But it's yeah. I mean, the fact that it's like a Walking Dead simulator, it's awesome. They keep adding DLC to it that I have to download. It's just a really, really dope game. I mean, the only thing that it's lacking, it doesn't have that story element that Last of Us has or Days Gone or whatever. But it's epic. I look forward to part 3 when it comes out. Hopefully, they don't make it a mass multiplayer online game. If they ruin it that way, you're gonna hear a lot of rants on the channel about it. But State of Decay is one of my favorite franchises all time. It's just a fun, awesome game. I got to get involved in some of the multiplayer also, which I've never done online. But yeah, that's definitely on my top 10. Couldn't make it number 1.
Okay.
Number 1, I'm still trying to figure out actually.
Yeah.
Live, I'm still trying to figure out my number 1, but we'll see as I keep deleting.
Yeah.
So there's a few left. You want to do lightning?
Who's
Lightning round.
Yeah, I'm gonna
who's got it?
I'm
How
gonna
many
go
does
through the
everybody
rest
have
of
left?
mine because
Well,
I'm so like.
I can finish up mine.
Yes.
Quickly, because we already talked about Spider-Man, God of War, and
Mhm.
Dragon Ball FighterZ. Assassin's Creed Black Flag. I really love that game.
Really?
It's awesome.
Okay.
Pirate one.
Yeah, the
That's
pirate one.
the fourth one. Number 4,
I
right?
think
That was honorable mention
With
for
the
me.
pirate. The
I never played
sailing
that
game.
one, man.
Yeah,
That was
the
good.
one-
That was dope.
Never
That was
played
really
that
That was
good.
dope. Yeah, that was dope.
Really good.
Even Freedom Cry is pretty good too. The DLC.
And what else? Oh, you gonna go? Or-
No,
it's
finish
chopping
the rest of
away
yours
from
if you want, because I'm gonna go through mine. I only have
All
a few left.
Devil May Cry 5.
I knew that was gonna be on this.
Yeah, that wasn't no.
I haven't played it, so I can't put them.
Yo,
Yeah, I
no
haven't played
question.
it.
No question.
I dumped hours into that game, and it's so fun. It's so fun. The battle system, like every character plays different. Like Dante plays incredibly different from Nero. Nero plays incredibly
okay.
different from V.
That's good.
Yeah, and it's so when you switch characters, it really spices it up. Like it's so, and I thought I was gonna hate playing as V, but once you get used to how he plays,
You like
Fire.
it. Oh, okay.
Good.
fire.
Anything else?
Grand Theft Auto 5.
That was on my
That was on my list.
Ah.
That was on my list.
That didn't
probably
make
on
mine.
everyone's. It didn't
Nope,
make your list.
Did not make my list.
because you didn't
Wow.
grab you like it did us. Yeah.
I liked it a lot.
Wow.
I liked it a lot.
And the decade. A Grand
The
Theft
decade,
is not
I-
good enough
I-
for you.
there's 10 games I enjoyed more than that.
Okay.
And my last one is Arkham
Now let's
Knight.
talk more about Grand Theft. It's all
DJ
about
Hero. Let me start.
No, my Arkham Knight. I loved that game.
Awesome.
I
Oh,
enjoyed
Arkham Knight.
I enjoyed
Okay.
this.
It's so good.
I enjoyed the story better than Arkham City. Not to say that Arkham City had a bad story,
Right.
but the way like they took Batman apart during that game. And
Yeah,
then-
yeah,
No,
yeah.
it was really dope.
Yeah.
No, I can't argue.
They were
that.
all fucking good.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're all-
Just
Just choosing
I can't
one of them
argue-
is tough.
I can't argue any of the Arkhams. They're all fucking
They're all
amazing.
stories
They're
are
all
great.
good.
Yeah, they're all stories are great in that.
But yeah, Grand Theft Auto. Like, how you gonna make a sandbox game that good?
Yeah, it's
Dude,
ridiculous.
three
Everything
different,
you're doing
three
is-
different
three different
characters that you could
characters.
Game's
like
dope.
go in and
Who
out of.
live three
stories.
completely different lives.
That's
completely
and
different.
all exciting.
Yeah.
Wow. And people are still playing that game today. People are still buying DLC for that game today.
Today.
It's been in the
The
top
thing is-
10 since its release.
Huh.
Has not dropped like past
Yeah.
5.
That's insane.
It's fucking crazy
That's
because it
insane.
made Game of the Year 2 years in a row for 2 different fucking consoles.
Wow.
It made Game of the Year for Xbox 360 and PS3.
Over 100 million copies sold.
Yeah, and then the following year when the fucking PS4 and the Xbox One came out, it made Game of the Year for that shit.
Online
the
multiplayer
next
was
year.
insane, bro.
They just released
I've
the
heard.
casino
Yeah.
just recently.
That's
Yeah.
yeah, that was
in
actually very
2019,
recent.
they're still releasing
I want to
DLC
buy
for this
that.
game.
Yeah.
I want to play that.
It's nuts.
Yeah, and
It's nuts.
that's the end of my list.
So what do you?
Try-
What's your
is
number
it
one
one?
of all decades?
Jesus Christ, man.
Pick one.
No.
Pick
You
one.
can pick one because you got the list. If you could pick one out of there.
Halo 4.
The one that hit me the most.
Yep.
I'm gonna say Halo Reach.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All
You're
right.
reaching.
Kev.
All right, here we go.
You already stole
Um,
my joke. Why
All right, Batman Arkham City. We're going to go, everyone talked about that. We talked about Spider-Man. I'm not going to do that. Skyrim I sank a lot of hours in that. That game was awesome.
Okay.
All right, and everyone knows Skyrim. All right, so I'm not going
Good. Okay. What else?
Super Smash Brothers Ultimate.
Oh.
All right,
That's on yours.
That-
That's on yours too,
I
right?
respect that.
That's definitely on my
That
list.
we
is,
talk about that.
we continue to play it. I will keep playing that forever.
I'll play it.
I was like,
Every podcast we talk about.
never
that's
ending.
all.
Yeah, it's like it's never everything. You
Yeah.
see it on the channel. It's
Smash
never
Brothers
gonna.
isn't on
yeah.
my list.
It's crazy.
Because you don't play it
Doesn't
like
have
us.
that connection.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
play it either.
Only 2 more left. Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Ah.
That Fire Emblem is still the pinnacle of strategy role players in
Wasn't that
that
on
game.
someone's list for one of the games of the decade?
Um,
I feel like it was.
All right.
No. I think it was on like a list.
No,
made
let's
by,
not talk
like,
about them.
IGN,
This is
something
us.
like-
This is us.
Okay, maybe it was.
Fire Emblem Three
Let
Houses.
us know if it
It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite Fire Emblem, but it is probably my second favorite Fire Emblem, or maybe my third. You know, but it's a game
Tough,
of decade.
right?
Yeah,
Isn't
it's
it tough to pick?
is.
It's really hard,
It
man.
is.
I can't even.
What's your other game?
We know what his favorite all.
You
know
guys
the
know
last
what
game?
my favorite all time is.
What's
Zelda
your
Breath of
favorite
the
game?
Wild.
Yeah.
Okay, Breath of the
All
Wild
right,
takes
good.
number
You
one.
like
All
that
right,
better
good.
than Dragon Ball?
Yes, man. It's the top game, better than everything, man.
So you got
Top
any?
game of the decade.
That's not on my list at all.
I put more hours than any other game on the Switch.
Probably got like 300.
That's it.
Probably
That's
got
it. That's all I got.
300 on
Yeah.
there.
All right, what else do I have on here? So you said Final Fantasy 15. That's on mine. Awesome game. Best Final Fantasy of the decade. Easily to say. Well, yeah, because the new one's next. Resident Evil 2 Remake. I don't think anyone said yet.
That's on mine still.
That's on yours.
It was gonna be on mine. I had
Dope
other games to
remake.
put on
One of
there.
the best remakes
I should say
of
no
all
words.
and I want that.
time. Of all time.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah.
Until Final Fantasy comes
What
out.
else?
Yeah.
Super Mario Maker 2 is on my list.
You played it like 4 times.
Because I didn't put
Yeah,
Super,
I'm like,
I didn't
what
put
the-
Super Mario Maker 1 because Super Mario Maker 2 has a lot more of it.
Did you beat it?
And yeah, I beat it.
Okay.
And the cool thing about Super Mario Maker is you can't actually beat it because it's an endless game of 2D Mario. And
Oh,
can
so you
make
didn't beat it.
any-
So you can't.
Damn.
There's a story mode. There's a story
So you
mode.
lied to us.
Yeah, so it doesn't count. It doesn't count.
You can beat the
It's
story
like a
mode.
demo.
Let me finish story.
Damn.
This guy's a jerk.
So it's an endless 2D Mario game where you can create any Mario game that you can possibly want in it.
Yes.
And they add stuff to it constantly. So that's definitely the Mario 2D game of the decade.
And the fact that you could play 4 players.
And 4 players, yes.
fucking
Yes.
No,
Oh,
that's
we gotta
awesome.
get on that soon, by the way.
Yes, we do. Yes,
And
we do.
The Walking Dead, which is said as mentioned, but it's my
Yeah, it was
game. It's
my-
one of my games of the decade.
Oh,
Just
my
the whole,
The whole thing.
The whole thing
The
too.
whole
Yeah, you
thing.
can't just pick one. You have to
Yeah.
do the whole thing.
Yeah, because it was
Yeah.
the entire. That was the only game that went
Yeah.
on for the whole decade.
Yeah.
Like, and meant a lot to me. So that's definitely on my list. Let me see. I got two. Okay, so Uncharted 4. Uncharted 4
Ah, yeah.
was a pinnacle of the Uncharted series.
That's on my list.
Better than Lost
it's
Kingdom?
It's still the same movie-esque type game,
Lost
like how The Last of Us was. So it's in that same area.
Okay.
But I mean, it's a perfect way to end a story I've ever
Indiana
seen.
Jones.
Agreed,
Yeah.
man.
It's one of the better cap-offs to a series.
Very,
I've ever
very
seen.
good.
And
Pacing
what
was
else?
perfect.
And I got Bloodborne, which none of you have played.
No.
That's been on a lot of lists online too.
Yes,
Yeah, a lot of lists
because
online.
it's an amazing game. And
And overrated. No.
I didn't put. I didn't put
Wow.
why do I even make a list? Why do I even make a list?
we like fucking with you, we like fucking
joking,
with
we're
you.
joking.
So I didn't put Dark Souls because I didn't play enough of the Dark Souls series to
Oh.
consider it in my list.
But didn't you not
Those
like
are
it?
amazing. No, Dark Souls 3 was amazing. I didn't play 1 and 2.
Oh.
So I can't pick a Dark Souls over Bloodborne because Bloodborne I like better because of the mechanics in it. And it's the same type of game, but I just
Bloodborne's
think that
better.
it's the pinnacle of what you can do with that. I didn't play Sekiro yet, so I can't say exactly. But they
Sekiro.
said that's more like Tenchu.
Yeah,
So-
I heard. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they
So,
said it's basically Tenchu.
So I'm pretty sure that's gonna be there, but I didn't play it, so I can't put it on my list.
Wow.
And then my number one
Oh, number one.
game of the decade
I know what it is.
is you do not know it.
I know what it is.
Near
Yes. I know it.
Automata.
Yeah.
I knew he
that
was gonna
makes
pick
sense.
that.
That makes
Number
sense.
one
Yeah, it makes
game
sense.
I knew he was
of
gonna
the
do it.
decade.
Yeah, no,
Wow.
you played the fuck out of that.
Dude, it had 26 endings in it, right? I said, who the hell is going to get 26 different endings in this game?
This guy.
Yeah.
I got 26 different endings in the
Yeah, a
game.
lot.
Found
Yeah.
every weapon, found
Yeah.
everything in the game.
Yeah.
Played it the 3 times over that you have to do. It plays differently each time, and it's a total different story. It's the first time I've seen a game do
Wow.
that. And it was astounding musically, the controls, just the action in it.
Character design.
You fell in love with the game.
The way that
That's what it is.
they just
That's what it
changed.
is.
Get that click.
Yeah.
It had like platform levels. It had like 3D levels. It had shooter levels. It had everything entwined into one perfect game.
That you wanted.
And it messed with philosophy the same way I told you about Detroit. So the AI, like the way they had the fake characters and all that, they questioned if that was real life and what real life was compared to like program life, and they made you really care about robots. And I'm like, no game did that, and no game connected that way. I damn near cried like because I had to do stuff in the game,
Jason Emotional.
and I'm like, I don't want to do that. You're making me do something I don't want to do. And I really didn't want to do it. And they made you feel a certain way.
I just like the Kev commentary. Just emotional.
Yeah.
Jason
Yes.
Emotional.
Like actually, what kind of commentary?
No, to go with that, I saw this on the Science Channel. I saw this experiment that they did with these random people. They had 10 random people, and they had this little tiny robot thing, like a spider or whatever.
Nope,
It was
kill it, fire.
It was like this, right? Moving, right? And it was just a little robot, like it was a stupid little piece of paper. It looked like it was like robot legs.
Yeah.
That was like just doing this, right? And they give every person a hammer, and they were like, "Yeah, hit it with.
Smash
The,
that.
I want you. All you gotta do is hit it with the hammer. We're gonna give you $20." And they were like, "Pfft," and they just kill it, right? Then, right, they got
Yeah,
another
talk.
10 people, and then they put a little name tag on each one of them. And they just put the name tag on. This is Billy. This is Sarah. And they were like, and they gave another 10 people a hammer, and they were like, okay.
Now do it.
And then they introduced them. They're like, this is Billy. This is Sarah. And they were like, all right, now do it. And all of them were like,
Nope.
I can't do it. Even though it's a fucking robot, everybody had a problem. Like, they just couldn't do it. Like, psychologically, you're just fucked up. Because
the second they give it a personality,
that's an AI.
it's really hard.
When
It's hard.
when the game does a good job of doing that to the player,
Yes,
that's a success. It's a complete success.
Yeah.
Complete success. No matter what happens.
And the music, though. The music. I want, like, I spent the whole day just playing music from that game team. And just like, listen to this, listen to this, listen to this. And I can play.
Got a great soundtrack.
And I know where I was in the game when that music is on.
Great
It's
soundtrack.
ridiculous.
That's
awesome.
that's when you legit fall in love with a game.
Legit
Yep.
90 hours on that game.
All right.
And I spent 100 hours on Final Fantasy 15.
Damn.
Shit.
Over that. Like, I think it's 110 hours.
Wow.
Plus, I still got to do DLC. Gotta catch up.
And we got a podcast to run.
Yeah. So that's definitely, that was it. That was mine.
All right, Al. You're up.
Well, I got two now because you said
Yes.
Uncharted 4. That was on my list. So the two I'm going to say, the first one I'm going to say is Doom, the remake. Oh my God, this game is amazing. And this is why I had to give it as a gift, a Christmas gift, to Big Chalk over here. Because
That game looks so huge over there.
the game is fucking dope. It's one of those things where even if you haven't played old Doom, right? Even if you don't like first-person shooters, the way this game plays, it's one of those games that's like a guilty pleasure where you just mindlessly fucking shoot people. And the way they set up the game is where, like, you lose energy, like your energy is going down. You want more energy? Well, you do a melee attack. And you rip the fucking... And each animation is different for every enemy. Yeah, and it doesn't get fucking old. It never gets old. And it's fucking satisfying. And that's how you get energy. You want a weapon? You don't have to press any fucking buttons. You just walk over it. That's old school gaming, man. It took everything that was dope about the old school era of the shooter genre, and it just brought it back to that
They just
with
amped it up.
with updated graphics, where it was just like it looks amazing. Soundtrack is fucking dope. The game is just great, man. And it's one of those mindless. You could pick it up, and it's perfect on the Switch too. I got the Switch port, even though I got it on PS4 and I beat it on PS4. I got it on the Switch, and I was like, I don't know, because of the frame rate, whatever. Still fucking fun.
Awesome.
It's still fun. It's even more fun having it portable. It's a dope game.
Might have to
I
buy
think
it when it
everybody should
drops.
just give it a chance. Play it for 5 minutes.
I'll borrow it from Chocolate.
Say,
Easy.
yeah.
Cool. Starting that this weekend.
Cool.
Yeah.
What else you
And the last game I have on the list, this is gonna throw everyone for a loop. Katana Zero.
got? Ah,
Nobody's played
wow.
this game,
Indie.
lot of
and
indie titles
it's a
to be
shame
on.
that nobody's played it because
Indie love.
it's an indie game. But as far as indie games are concerned, this indie game is it's a single player game, but and it's a short game, but it's so much fun. I want to replay this fucking thing.
I'm gonna get to it.
I
Actually.
beat it
I'm
in
gonna
like
get to it.
5 hours. I think it was like 4 or 5 hours.
It's a long game. Well, a side scroller.
Dope fucking game. The sound, the music, it got me in it. I still listen to the soundtrack. It's on my playlist on my fucking phone. I listen to this shit all the time.
Nah.
Dope soundtrack.
The
I heard
fucking
it.
graphics,
Dope
it's like a pixel graphic or
Pixel
art
art.
or whatever. But it's done so perfectly. The controls, oh my god, the controls are great. And just like in Assassin's Creed, how everybody plays differently, I'm curious to know how everyone else plays because the way you play is like you can play stealthy if you want. You can play like all like guns blazing. You can go crazy.
Or play flawless like me.
Yeah,
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Like
But-
the hair.
If you enjoyed, yeah, right. I think like I didn't say my friend Pedro, which is another. That's another.
should be on.
That's
there.
another honorable mention. It's
And
not a
Celeste.
game of the decade,
And Celeste.
but it's an honorable mention only because it's a Max Payne. It's not something that's like you haven't
Groundbreaking.
seen. Yeah, it's not anything groundbreaking. I mean, it's Max Payne basically side scrolling, but Katana
Yeah.
Zero,
pretty much.
groundbreaking, man. It's very very fucking good.
Interesting.
Very good.
No,
And the story is fucking
I gotta
crazy.
get
too.
around to Katana Zero.
Very
that
good,
looks like a lot of fun.
You won't be like you're not gonna play it and be like I don't know, this is not for me.
Take us home.
You're gonna love it.
Take us home, Eric.
Okay, so we're gonna go with. I'm gonna go real quick. I got like 6 here.
I got
Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Awesome.
That's definitely on there. I'm not a big Zelda guy, but that's probably one of the most breathtaking gaming experiences I've ever had.
Change your life.
It's that didn't change my life.
Changed my life.
I was broke before I played this game. And now I'm
Now
rich.
life is fine.
Yeah.
But will you play another 3D Zelda now though?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
yeah, I'm looking
Got you.
forward to the sequel. After that, oh god, it gets tougher. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna
Yeah?
go with.
What game
Yeah,
is that?
what the hell is that?
I'm gonna go with
How do
Resident
you
Evil
spell
2. Resident Evil 2 remake, obviously.
Okay.
All right.
That's a shoe-in. That's
So
gonna
these
be
are
on
two
there.
games that are already mentioned.
Yep.
Okay.
Going right by it. Gonna go right to Valkyria Chronicles 4.
Oh.
Okay.
That's once you get to the end.
I didn't beat it yet. That's
No,
why I
once
was
you get
also
to the
mentioned,
end,
but-
the end,
yeah.
last
I'll
10
mention.
hours, emotional. Very emotional.
Yeah.
You
know
know
I'm
what I'm
gonna,
talking about.
Yeah.
cry. You know I'm gonna cry.
Very emotional. Great, amazing storytelling.
Get your tissues.
Final three.
Kleenex.
Final three. Fuck. And this one was on Radical Reggie. Shout out to Radical Reggie.
Uh-oh.
Evil Within 2.
Okay.
That game from part 1 to part 2. Part 1, I had no emotions. I'm like, this is just a regular Dreamcast game
Right.
that has some horror shit in it. Good game, but just some horror shit.
That's what got me out
Part
of it.
2, it dragged you in and made you feel what's going on.
Same
And
character?
Huh? Same
character?
character. He
Yeah.
actually had a good voice actor for once.
The personality.
And it dragged you into it, and it's so good. It's
Oh, wow.
one of my favorite games. It's such a great game. My final two, goddamn, I can't really pick, but fuck it. I'll have to just say this as the second one. Smash Bros. Ultimate will be my second.
Okay.
For obvious reasons. I don't even need to explain.
Yeah.
And number one, I guess my favorite of the decade is Fire Emblem Three Houses.
That's your favorite.
Makes sense.
Favorite game of the decade.
Okay.
Good.
It's
one of the-
tailored for you.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's my type of game,
Not-
and it's again, it emotionally drags you in to the
Not-
characters, makes you give a shit, even though there's some little flaws there. It drags you in.
I'm not
and
surprised.
It makes you feel a certain way, and I have over 170 hours, and I'm gonna have more.
I'm not
Sick.
surprised at all.
So,
I'm not surprised at all.
I have a list of the co-op games I can go through real fast.
If you
better
watched,
just
if
shout
you
'em
watched
out
our channel,
quick.
I'll-
if you watched
I'll
our
do fast.
channel, you've seen these and we played through them.
Yeah.
Yep,
And you guys correct me if I'm wrong. All right, I'm gonna go right through. Cuphead.
Yes.
All right, play it with Jay. Cuphead.
Super smooth.
Go.
Turbo, you could agree with this. A Way Out.
Yes. Oh,
That was
yes.
one of the greatest.
That was
One of the best co-op games I've ever played in my life.
good. That was great.
Dragon Mark for Death co-op, even though it had its flaws.
That
Respect.
was,
Respect.
but it was
Awesome
multiplayer
game.
was
was
dope.
rough.
Awesome. Overcooked, 1 or 2. Doesn't matter.
One I would say over two.
One was better than 2.
One was better than two. It was tougher.
but
Not level design. Level design, no, but
Tougher.
the way it played out.
the way it ended, perfect.
Yeah.
Tougher.
Awesome. I can't say this game because we didn't beat it. River City Underground, but I'm gonna give it an honorable mention.
This deserves to be there. 4
Um,
players.
4 players, awesome game. Can't
But
wait to
what
play
other
through
game
it.
deserves to be there though?
River City Girls,
Yes, it
obviously, is on there.
Yes,
One
it
of the
does.
most surprising co-op games I've played this year, past 10 years.
One of the best music too.
Which was on your honorable mention, but I'm gonna mention it again. Double Dragon Neon Co-op. That is
Yep.
co-op is ridiculous. Kev, you could agree with this. Gauntlet for the PS4. Holy fucking shit, that is a sleeper.
Yeah.
One of the best Gauntlet game easily.
Yep.
Awesome.
That was an awesome game.
Few of you played this.
Awesome game.
Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows for the Xbox
Yo.
360.
Yes.
Yo.
Even with its flaws.
Yes.
Yo, that game
One
was
of the
fun.
best
Yeah.
probably the best Ninja Turtles game I've played.
It might be because it has an arcade mode as well.
Exactly.
Which
And
is
we
4
did not
players.
get to that.
Better than Turtles in Time.
And my favorite co-op game of the past 10 years, most of y'all could agree with this, Marvel Alliance 3.
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah.
Marvel
That
Alliance
is-
3.
that is
You have
awesome.
every superhero you want in the game and it's 4 players.
There were 2 others you didn't mention.
Would you please announce them?
What's the one that was like Overcooked?
Oh,
Catastrophe.
shout out
Catastronauts.
to Catastronauts.
Shit, that's right.
Catastronauts?
Yes.
That's why
Yeah,
I didn't
nobody-
because it was very similar.
Yeah,
Nobody.
yeah,
But one of
mentioned
the
it.
last stages, that last stage was amazing.
Yeah.
Co-op wise,
Yeah.
the way you
Oh
gotta
my
work
God,
together,
that was
was
rough.
one of the best ending stages
That was rough.
you'll ever play in a co-op.
That was rough.
What's the other one?
No, I think actually no, that was it.
That was it?
We good.
That was
But
it.
yeah, Catastronauts deserves a shout out.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's the list.
There
Yep.
might be another one we're missing, but
I'm
whatever.
pretty sure we're missing something.
The
but
Color Princess was good, but it's
It's an honorable.
It's
So
all
you
about-
watching what we stream, you'll see what
Marvel
we
Alliance 3. No.
That's what
No,
no,
that-
he
that
did.
was
Oh,
number
you said.
one.
Oh yeah,
Number
that's
one.
one.
Noble
Okay.
mention Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle. That's good. That's also
Oh
a good
shit,
game.
that's right.
I
That's
forgot. Yeah.
perfect.
That was an honorable mention.
There you go. Okay.
We didn't finish Gears 5, but that deserves.
Yeah, definitely an honorable
I
mention.
forgot
at
to put
least.
that on my list, man. I was gonna put that on.
We'll do the
Gears
co-ops.
5
We'll
is
get
fine.
co-ops going later.
But co-op is different. though,
Co-op,
yeah.
we need to think more, but that's just throwing off what we played.
Top of the head.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Straight off the dome.
All right.
I can't remember anything from like 5 years ago. Multiplayer.
Stop. We gotta start. Like
Yeah,
really,
yeah.
gotta really dig through it to really look at it.
So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching.
We appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see that little icon on the bottom there? That subscribe button.
Hold up.
You gotta press that, man.
Wait, hold
You gotta press
Not
that.
that exact one though.
Not that. Yeah, that's not gonna work if you. There's no.
below that.
There's nothing. But yeah, right below that. Just
Right down
subscribe
there.
if you haven't already. Thank you to all you guys out there, or girls, or people who have already subscribed.
Aliens.
Humans,
too.
aliens,
Aliens. Are
Whatever.
good.
dogs.
We love y'all.
Animals.
Non-binary, whatever it is, you just thank you. We appreciate it.
If you
But
could
if
hit subscribe, thank you.
yes,
Everyone
but
in the chat, thanks for the love. Thanks for
Yes.
the donation. That's really
Thank you,
awesome.
thank you.
Thank you.
Did not see that coming.
thank
That's really
you.
cool.
That was very,
That was
very
Christmas.
nice surprise.
really fucking
Thank you.
awesome.
Also, follow us on all our social media if you haven't.
Shame on
And
you.
if you haven't, shame on you. Shame
Throw
on
you off.
No, but if we hit 500 followers or subscribers on our channel, we're gonna do the hot sauce challenge and burn ourselves
You can see
Yes.
Jay die
and
live.
be in physical pain.
It'll be great.
Happy New Year, y'all.
Yeah.
2020. You're starting with a bang.
Right.
But anyway, anything else anybody want to say to sign this off, man?
Peace.
Anything? No.
Be sure to catch the podcast.
We got a big year coming for y'all.
8 p.m. Eastern time.
Stay tuned.
7:30 p.m.
Oh wait, we're switching to
Switch
7:30.
it 7:30
It's
30
official
p.m.
today.
Eastern Standard Time.
Oh, yes, that's
7:30.
right.
7:30.
7:30.
Eastern Standard Time.
Eastern.
live on Twitch. And if you can't watch us, you can listen to us on just about any podcasting service under the sun.
Apple Podcast, y'all.
Apple.
Stitcher, Spotify, Google, name it, we're on it.
All the
And we got tons of awesome guests planned for this month, so be sure to check it out and see who it is.
Tune in.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Twitch and YouTube.
Yeah,
y'all.
check
Twitch
up
and YouTube.
follow us on our social media, and then you'll know who our guests are.
Exactly. Exactly.
Till next time.
But till next time, peace, everybody.
Take care,
Thank you so much for watching.
Let us
and
know
listening.
your picks for the decade also in the comments.
Yep.
Peace.